And we're back.
Hello.
Hi.
Hey, how you doing?
I'm sorry, like the way you delivered that high, just gave me the same energy from that meme from a few days ago of stop falling downstairs. Like I said, the entire party is in that meme. Finn is the one who fell.
Speaking of Finn, Kyle was showing me Death by Murder the other day, and that fucking I can't remember his name. The dude that plays Columbo showed up, and I went, "Ah,
Peter Falk.
Peter Falk." That's it. I went, "Ah, Finn." Wait, no, that's not Finn. Hold on a minute.
Actually,
I'm
with
a
the
dimensional traveler, don't you know?
well,
I mean,
that's why we're in
honestly.
Ravnica because you're a planeswalker.
I'm ascending to the Columbo dimension.
See, that's why he keeps popping up in different, different properties, just poorly photoshopped in. He's planeswalking.
And more Columbo tie-in this week with the Discord that I hop in and do watch parties with for Columbo. We watched the final episode of Columbo that took place in, I want to say it was the late 90s or very early 2000s.
Yeah, early 2000s.
Yeah, where the entire thing was based around a man who uses a pager. Not even a sidekick, just a pager. Oh no, Discord has robbed us of a DM.
Oh no.
Well, that's why we vamp.
Yeah. No rush.
Oh, but this is the week I get to spoil myself. Back-to-back D&D sessions. Oh, it feels good. It feels good.
All them games.
Yes. Also, for those who didn't see earlier this week, playing in character, we started a new game for Wizard Ibs Play, which was My Friendly Neighbor, which if you don't know anything about that, check the VOD because I haven't been able to upload it yet because I'm having issues getting a proper thumbnail for it. But once we have a thumbnail, we're going to upload. And I just want to say, definitely give it a check.
Oh no, we lost the Ceres.
Well,
They will come back.
They were mid-crash, so it probably just didn't disconnect them just yet.
Oh yeah. Also, if you are playing My Friendly Neighborhood, there are secrets and bits and bobs that you can do, and you can get access to a V special Discord.
I know. Someone told me about it either like recently or whatever, but I heard about it. I was like, oh,
Actually, I think that was me.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm very EP.
Oh no, it's fine. It's fine.
VEP boyo.
I love that game because it's just so. I always recommend playing it with somebody who's never heard of it or only just heard of it and hasn't looked up anything about it. Because I got to take Zai into that and watching their reaction, it was just like, yep, in my opinion, the best RE clone.
Surprisingly, not that many. I mean, not high profile though.
Yeah. But then again, for a while, Capcom couldn't even properly clone their own game.
Yeah.
True.
Oh.
In the end, they went with all the remake route, and that seems to have been wonderful for them.
Yes. Well, the better part is, will they continue doing the remake route? Because if they remake 5, it won't be that. It won't be that
five
bad.
is special.
Yeah, 5 is gonna get flat no matter what. But the better thing is, if they do that, then they have the very hard choice of streamlining and fixing RE6. Which, considering what... Oh, go ahead.
You say that, but if you look at sales, like everyone shits on 6, but I believe it is by far like the best selling of the original Resident Evil games.
True, but that means it's also the most widely played, which is also why it might be the most widely dunked on.
Yeah. That's true.
Also, they switched over from like survival horror to straight on like quote unquote
Action.
horror action, yeah, which was very divisive in the series. Also, it turns
To
out
be
the
fair,
enti-
but
Go ahead.
by that point, Chris was already punching boulders.
Yeah, but then you also add in that once you play through the entire game story, you find out that the world is almost ending because one man wanted to clone one woman.
Don't they throw Wesker into a volcano?
That was in 5.
All right.
Yeah, that he had to punch the boulder to get to Wesker, which sounds romantic the way I just said it. I'm sorry, though I'm sure many people have seen Chris Redfield and Wesker's relationship in that way from the beginning. Oh.
Listen, the only one like getting female attention there is the himbo, like Leon himself. Chris only cares about about him continuing the bloodline.
Yep. Leon!
She's got 5 cats. She named the last one Albert Whiskers.
Oh no. Oh, TikTok, where are you? I swear it's relevant to the conversation.
I believe you.
I just need to go digging first.
Noises.
Oh, there it is. Hello, friend.
And then you find
Damn it. All right, so I can't directly do. All right, it's fine. I can do it this way. Phone, please. Move faster. Eh.
The sources in chat say they have restarted.
Oh. There we go. Enjoy that.
I will when I do not have OBS up.
Oh yeah, I seen that one.
Leave me alone! Ah!
I love the Akira meme.
I also didn't know until recently that the RE8 DLC, they go the full mile. That you have every reason to be able to finally see what's his name's face, and they make sure to shoot at every angle where it's blocked. Ethan Winters, that's it.
Ethan Winters.
Yeah, because I watched that one video I recommend all my upper friends watch, which is the 7-hour breakdown of all Resident Evil done by, I can't remember his name. I just know his last name's Gervais. But, yeah, Ethan Winters is literally supposed to be a meta commentary for the players.
Yeah.
So he's supposed to have no face, canonically. Or at least no visible face.
Oh, the 7.5-hour Resident Evil is by Noah Caldwell Gervais.
Yes, highly recommend. His stuff has been added to so much of my sleep cycle, as well as my I am doing something. He's probably going to be very much part of my work playlist when I go back to work here soon.
Pardon.
Ugh. Also, eventually, I'm going to have to cross the bridge. I've decided I'm going to have to cross the bridge and get my capture card working, if only because I want to play Bloodborne. And if I play a game these days, it typically has to be on stream.
That's a good game, though.
True.
Hello.
Hello, welcome back.
I live.
Yay!
Yay! Well
I
then.
literally went to switch from like my Roll20 window to my Discord window, and Discord decided I wasn't allowed to have rights.
Well then, before Discord does any more fuckies, let's quickly introduce everybody and get started.
I'm sorry.
You are fine.
Yeah.
I swear, next paycheck, I'm gonna bite the bullet and I'm gonna get a new laptop.
All right. Well, Amanda, how about we start off with you?
Oh, must we? Hi, I'm Amanda. You can find me over at twitch.tv/Mandaloo eventually. I'm literally all over fucking on everyone else's Twitch channels but my own. Fucking I'm very eepy. I'm so sorry.
You're fine. You're
I've literally
fine.
been awake for like almost just under half an hour. Fucking Citric, go. Please save me.
All right. Hi there, I'm Citric. You can find me pretty much anywhere at Citric King, places like Blue Sky, Twitter, etc., etc. I doodle stuff sometimes, and you will see them posted there when those sometimes happen. Other than that, I am here playing Victor. Every Friday we have a game, and that is pretty much me, uneventful as usual. So I'm throwing the. Hmm. No, it's a fork. Yeah, it's a fork. Throwing the fork at Zago.
Howdy doody. I'm Zako Duo. You can find me at
Got the
Twitch, Twitter,
fucking fork!
What?
Citric really out here and said, "Fork you, Zacho."
I am Zako. You can find me at Twitch, Twitter, Blue Sky at Zako Duo. I'm definitely going to be trying to get a stream in after this, simply due to there's being a wrestling pay-per-view tomorrow, so that's going to eat up a huge chunk of my time. We're probably going to start Like a Dragon Gaiden, or more than likely continue Spider-Man, just so I can have people stop saying spoilers and I have to suddenly run out of the room. We'll figure it out. Let's see here. December and November are looking quiet as far as releases. I know that the new Super Mario RPG just came back out. Well, the remake came out. But outside of that, we should be able to actually hopefully clear some things out of our docket. Other than that, I'm currently looking into some changes onto my presentation on the actual stream and everything. So,
Ooh.
problem is everybody just gives out stuff in either lo-fi or purple. It's annoying. So then, other than that, let's see. Manda went, Citric. Saris, your turn. Fork.
Eh. I caught it. Hello. You can find me on the interwebs at either TXTXL or TixDixel, where I am making art. Big sads. I have no Ravnica headshots to share. Y'all got my last one last week.
Woohoo! Achievement.
But I will and am doing other things of a variety of different styles. In fact, I was assuming that I have the proper motivation and actually, make myself do it. I have a fun little thing that I want to do here shortly, where I'm going to pick a bunch of my mutuals who are all amazing and skilled artists, and I'm going to try and draw some characters in their style. Let's see how well I do it. Joke's on me, probably not too well, but I can certainly try and learn while I'm doing it. When I'm not doing art and other hobbies and things, I'm here doing the Dungeon Master thing on this specific channel, of which I give the host our fork.
Yeah, sorry. I got too busy, I've been looking between 3 different screens, and so my brain just completely disassociated. But hi, you've already found me here, twitch.tv/BurnoutVaughn. You can find me on YouTube, Twitter, Blue Sky, and on Patreon at Burnout Vaughn and Burnout's Bar, where, oh boy, do we have a whole bunch of stuff. We already talked about what we're doing on Monday, which is going through My Friendly Neighbor and Wizard Sibs Plays. Next week, should still have some more, well, actually, no, this week still. We know where we are now. Tomorrow we do have more Saved by the Spell, which, look forward to it. We're about to meet a Dragon King. So, that'll be neat. And then, that's about it until next week, when me and Zako probably, this time tomorrow, well, this time next Saturday, probably decide to go through some more, No Love War Extra. And with that, I can finally now do the theme song. Oh, I swear I've done this before.
Have you?
Maybe once, twice, I don't know. If only there was a place that could archive all of that, like a YouTube channel.
So
Ew.
yeah,
Not ew payment, just ew Black Friday is next week.
I know.
Sorry,
Yeah.
I should have specified.
I am so lucky that I don't have to return to work till after Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
All right, but we are back,
Oh.
so if you would please take us away.
Oh shit, I
Yeah.
should probably open my sheet, huh?
Amanda,
It'd help.
please.
I'm in the game. My sheets is, I swear, I'm already in the game. I'm just like, huh? I should have like fucking numbers in front of me. Where are they?
Hmm. Hmm.
It's okay. I have them. I'm fine. I'm sorry.
Funny
It's
fantasy
good.
math.
He who fantasy math.
Well, I believe now that it is episode 10,
Ooh.
we're on an even playing field. Who wants to recap what happened last session?
Dibs.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Go for it. I'll let you.
I only call dibs simply because I have a very stupid thing I want to try,
Do it.
Oh.
and I may need that inspiration. Let
Okay.
me just open up my notes. Okay. Last time, majority of our episode was spent fighting our guardian of the maze, the quote-unquote creature. A big, bony gorilla fella with fungus among us.
La
Uh,
creatura.
We were
Yes.
somehow able to save Roland's party in their entirety without with a couple of scratches. And then we finally
wound.
made it to the Golgari territory. Where's my notes? I know I wrote stuff down. Where we met our last person with a face, Brev Yezin, who did some high-level druid stuff and helped heal everybody. And yada 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 yada. Where was it? Didn't learn a whole lot from the potential usage of the spores in the heist, unfortunately. But we did get some major character development and scenes with Victor and Pyle and everybody. So, as soon as we were done with that, we all decided to just take a quick long nap. I believe that was everything.
I'd say there's one other piece that was pretty important that was
Shoot.
mentioned.
Let me go back through.
It was something that was discussed during y'all's conversation with Brev about quote unquote the how big is this thing?
I think that was one of the things that I was going to try to figure out.
You were basically told at this point that if you don't know where to, and I wrote this down as something really, really huge because it's a big piece of advice, which is that if you don't know what it is that you have, essentially, this is I'm paraphrasing and re-saying it in case you didn't get it in character. If you don't know what it is that you have, try to figure out what you don't have first. That there are holes of which this issue probably has. How can you fill it? Can you fill it? The other thing that was suggested is that you could potentially look into was whether or not this is truly this thing is really large and impacting the entire city is involved, or is it just the question of whether or not this is big enough to upset the infrastructure and the balance of the systems in place? Sort of posing that question of you have two different perspectives that you've highlighted. Can you identify if either of them is more applicable than the other?
Got it.
But instead of saying it that upfrontly, you learned that Brev likes metaphors.
Who doesn't?
But yeah, I take it you don't have inspiration?
I do not.
You do now.
All right.
Yay.
I'm gonna need it.
So, we resume. We dive back in with the next day. You all were... I am under the assumption, and correct me if I am wrong, that you all probably stayed in, shall we say, Victor's neck of the woods.
Yeah. As far as I'm aware, we were all literally passing out in Brev's
Oops.
shared
Ignore that.
shared hut with Victor.
They
Yeah, no.
don't. They do not share a hut. For clarification.
Ah.
Victor does has his own little house, yes.
Yes. But yes, the three of you were essentially using the space that Brev has for doing medicinal stuff to sleep. And Victor, I'm assuming Victor went home to sleep in his own bed.
Wherever Pyle was allowed to do carcass time, that's where she will be doing carcass time.
Victor would like to go back to his bed, but he's like, it would feel wrong to leave everyone behind and kind of unattended too. Like as far as he can trust everyone, they are like he gave his word. Like no one here is going to cause trouble. It's like I have a responsibility now.
That's fair. That's so fair. And if that is the case, then you all collectively fell asleep in the very cushioned floor area. It's not uncomfortable. And there was a fire pit adjusted in the middle of all of you to help keep you warm. And also to help keep the bugs away.
I mean, certain bugs.
The pesky kind, let's word it that way.
Yeah.
Now,
Right.
you are all awake and you are completely rested. Fortunately for all of you, you have experienced a full long rest with no complications.
Hooray!
And you do wake up to the smell of light smoke, not overpowering, but the fire pit seems to be completely lit with a burning fire, and upon a secondary smell, you smell food. Roasting meat. Smells like bacon. Question mark. And the sweet smell of, believe it or not, cooking fruit.
Ooh. Roasted apples. Yay.
Something to that effect.
Mm-hmm.
And as the four of you rise, you will note that, yeah, sure enough, there's a spit over this fire pit, and there is a slab of, again, it smells like bacon, so you can assume it's some type of pig or pig adjacent. And yeah, you're actually pretty spot on. It was, in fact, apples and pears.
Yeah.
Mm. Not me having Demolition Man flashbacks. Man, this is a great burger. Hey, do you see any cows around here?
You also note some mushrooms as well being roasted on the spit.
Victor will move his way towards the fire and the food being cooked.
Mhm.
Is Brett there, or someone else is taking care of the food?
You notice that Brev is not necessarily in the immediate open space, but you do notice that the flap to their private quarters is closed. It seems that they probably are awake and active, but are not in the open communal space. Roll me an insight check, Victor,
Will do.
with advantage.
Oh, wonderful.
Wow.
That's a 2
Oh,
with advantage, and a 1 on the other side.
This is a bona fide roll 20 moment. You don't know.
He will nevertheless make a note of that and move towards the fire pit.
Yeah, it's warm.
Who is managing the food?
It seems that it's currently just the 4 of you in this open space.
He will
Amen.
take note of that and and start managing stuff so nothing burns.
It doesn't seem like it's burning. It actually, it seems like it's still got probably a solid 10 to 15 minutes still that it needs to cook. At least the meat, anyway. I mean, the thing with the fruit, you can take that off whenever you want, you know?
Yeah.
It's fruit's good raw, fruit's good cooked. But the meat just from, you know, the way that it is open on the spit, you can tell you don't necessarily need to make a check. It still needs to cook. It's still not cooked all the way through.
All right. Yep. Victor will sit by the fire and make sure, like, and again, like, look at the food and see if anyone else wakes up.
I'd say Ollie will eventually wake up looking incredibly disheveled, and then just kind of like zombie over to the smell of food, and make grabby hands when he realizes he has no idea where any kind of cutlery or plate would be.
Victor will, assuming Victor is familiar with Rev's place, he would point only towards where he can find either plates or whatever kind of utensils they
Sure
use
enough.
for.
Sure enough, you head over to one of the cabinets, and you are able to pull out cutlery. No issue.
Ah, yes. Is it ready yet? Please tell me it's ready, please.
It needs a minute or two, but it will be.
You're just gonna watch him just walk back to wherever he was sleeping, sit cross-legged, and start just like wiping drool away from his face.
He actually looks at Ollie. I apologize if I was rude yesterday.
Oh, no, you are fine. It's just, we did not have time to make a proper plan. Things had to be done on the fly. I can only be effective to so much of a range.
You put yourself on the line rather often.
Well, well, when you grow up in a family full of targets, you get used to it.
Victor, I want you to roll insight on Ollie.
Will do.
And Ollie, if you are choosing to not wear yourself on your sleeve, roll a deception check.
It is too early, and also Ollie has made allusions to it before, so he's not necessarily hiding anything. He's more surprised at this point that nobody has mentioned his family's nature at this point.
Okay. Well, with a 14, what do you think that Victor is able to garner from that comment? You can give vibes, you can give intentions, you can give as much as you feel 14 is warranted.
I would say you get a sense of like bitter resignation, and also just kind of like at that point there's no way to change what's happening, so He's just accepted a very bad hand and is working with it as best he can.
This entire job, it started because your family was involved.
Oh, yes. That is why we're probably going to have to pay Grandpa a visit later.
Oh,
In all honesty, finding out if they targeted him specifically for political reasons, for what he had, or any other reason, hell, if only just to find out everything we can about these soul coins from someone who actually made them. There's answers to be had. I won't promise that my family won't be rude, but then again, there are certain things that have to be upheld.
you see, Victor scratched the back of his head. We have too many leads. You say your grandfather may know. We also have the refinery. And as we go, we seem to just get more and more leads.
True. We also have to stop by Pyle's Forge Foundry. I don't know what they have, but I need to see her ledger. If we can track down who possibly had that sword, we can have more actual names. So far, we only have strong but very accurate suspicion on at least one of the culprits.
Problem is, we are not the only ones moving. I don't know how much time we can keep on following. Something is going to happen. And I worry. We do not know what.
Well, another thing. Once we get back to the surface, I can possibly find out if our good friend who put us on this path followed up on a message I sent him.
Victor looks at the rest of the group. Like, do they seem to be waking up or are they peacefully sleeping?
Finn would be getting up, grabbing the food, grabbing it to go, and just immediately shoving his face into his notebook, just trying to piece everything together. Because I have my dumb Oh, go ahead.
No, I'm sorry. Go ahead. I interrupted you.
And I'm just saying, I have my dumb idea, but I'm gonna let everybody else get their piece in first.
You go to grab. You're able to grab a piece of fruit off the spigot, no problem. It's hot though. Are you planning on using anything, or are you using your bare hands?
Let's see here. You know what? Finn's gonna take a edge of his coat, the hem of his coat line, just wrap a little bit of his hand in it and grabbing the fruit directly.
I would love for you to make me a wisdom saving throw right now.
Oh boy. Oh no.
I mean, you're going with the jacket. You had knives and a rapier, but sure, the jacket is fine.
I wanted to be creative. All right. Wisdom save, go. Okay. 15.
You wrap your hand in your jacket and you stare at the burning fire in front of you. And for a moment, it dawns upon you that the spigot burning over a fire is currently, like, got flames all around it.
Well, that's what a spigot is.
And it dawns on you in this moment that if you were to put your hand with the fabric hem of your coat directly into those flames, it might in fact catch on fire.
See, this is just Zako just actually being stupid.
No, it's Finn being EP. Just waking up.
Yep. Like, this
Alright.
is the moment where you come to and you realize you are awake and you realize your surroundings and you're like, wait a minute.
All right, what food can you get that isn't in a fire?
No.
Oh, great.
It's all currently roasting over the fire that you could. I mean, you're welcome to make a perception check if you think there might be other food.
I think we're just gonna skip breakfast.
It's cooking. It's cooking. It's actively cooking.
Finn reaches
Alright.
out with a rapier and goes, "Come on, finish cooking."
I mean, if you want to
this
pull
how-
it off with one of your knives, I will let you do that.
We'll wait.
Okay.
Is this how time normally passes? Really slowly.
It's hard
Then
to tell
fine.
without the sun what you get used to.
That case, yeah, then Finn's just gonna park a seat and just shove his face into his notebook.
How be Pile?
I think Pyle will probably be the last one to wake up. But when Victor mentions her name, like, she'll stretch out all four of her legs, and you'll just hear like the popping, cracking of joints, big horse stretchies, followed by a low rumble of, "I'm getting too old for this," before she very slowly sits up. She probably doesn't make much of a move for the food because one has to register before eating.
Well, now that everyone's up, we only have to wait a few more minutes before we can eat.
You could start with the fruit if you are hungry. But roasted tastes better, sweeter.
Oh, we ain't had roasted fruit in a long time. Pyle says with a wide mouth yawn.
Oh, right. I was talking about this with Victor. We might have to visit my family later. It will be awkward. It will be uncomfortable.
Oh, is there something we got to know first?
Well, I'm the only living member of my family, for one.
Oh. Pyle gives him this very empathetic look.
Just like, I mean, you've technically seen some of my family already. He'll just gesture to the spirits that just now are ambiently floating around him.
Finn pays attention to Ollie saying he's the only living family member, but then remembered, wait, he said we're going to visit his grandfather. Oh, never mind. And he just goes back to reading. Because he's been enough to see they've got some metaphorical and literal skeletons in the closet.
No, skeletons can't be in the closet. They have to be outside of that to clean it.
I mean, the skeletons are free to come out.
True.
Skeletons in the closet. Happy Pride, everyone.
Speaking of,
Oh,
Oh, pride?
gay skeletons?
I mean, highest passive perception, Finn, followed by Pyle. You both notice that the flap that turns off the sort of like, not turns off, like shuts off the private quarters from the communal space. You notice, unironically, what look almost like skeletal fingers grip around the edge of the curtain before pushing it aside. And in the moment, the hand literally ties off the curtain and Brev walks out. Oh, good morning. I'm glad to see that you're all awake.
Victor nods.
That is a concept, yes. Pyle says, stretching her arms above her head.
Awake and functioning are two separate things, and I do acknowledge that.
And meanwhile, at this point, Ollie's probably just going to smooth out his hair, which I imagine, like, at this point, he had just, like, one of those side cowlicks where just all the side of your head is just flat. And he's just going to be like, we thank you for the honor of sharing your abode with us for the night.
Of course. It would be both disrespectful to you and of the rest of the swarm for me to just let you loose and to fend for yourselves.
Well, I will definitely remember this, and if ever I can repay the favor, I shall.
I think you're already in the process of doing that. I wouldn't worry too much.
Ollie will just nod because it is too early for cryptic bullshit.
And speaking of, now that we've had a brief moment, I wish to do my funny dumb thing.
Do your funny dumb thing.
So, compiling all the information that we do have, I would like to request to make a intelligence check to see if I can piece together where our best option would be, or possibly what it is the thing that we're missing, to try to pick a direction on where we need to go.
Okay. Roll me intelligence.
I'm about to pull a rogue version of Commune right now. Intelligence, where are you? And this is why I have inspiration. Crab nuggets!
Roll 20, please.
It's gonna be a 12 both
It
ways.
sure is. All right.
I'm not even
Are
mad. That's my humor.
All
All
right.
20 said you get a 12 and you be thankful.
So, here is what I am going to do if you are comfortable with it. I'm going to kind of run through I'm not going to try to waste y'all's time, but I'm going to kind of run through what you know up to this point. Right? With the intention of identifying what you don't know. What do you know? You know the exact vault, one of the Bedford vaults, was broken into a matter of days ago. You know, based on evidence at the scene of the crime, that it involved explosive, shall we call it materials, whether that's spells, whether that's technology. You don't know that, but you know that it was explosive. You do know that, you do know that there were also evidence of Golgari spores, specifically the kind that is designed to do internal harm on a severe level. You know that there were scratch marks, animalistic scratch marks, that were made in the constructs and around the crime scene in that specific area. You remember also seeing ice that at the time of your arrival had started to or had completely melted. You know that there were reading through my notes. You know that of course the items that were taken, and that the entire rest of the vault had been left completely unscathed. Unscathed. You know that in the sewers leaving the House of Trades, that there was another explosion that was preventing movement out of the sewers into the Golgari maze. You also know that a weird ooze was released into the sewers, and it was trying to eat the metal in the sewers. You know for a fact that a Boros blade was found and shattered inside of the maze. You also know that there was evidence from inside the maze to further support the presence of Izzet. You know that there is a teleportation device in the center of the maze that allows you to go to Boros territory, Izzet territory, Simic territory, and you, Finn, know Demir territory. You also know from hanging out in the Izzet location that a bunch of additional other issues have arisen in the city, between having resources go missing to having, as you know, experiments done on weirds, of which you know there has been a containment breach. You also know that the anti-magic seals that were also used at the crime scene had been stolen from Izzet territory. You know that the Simic doctor has access to the spores, has been experimenting or researching the spores, and from what Pyle told you, has a lonely scabbard missing a blade. At this point, I'm questioning, have I missed anything that you know? I don't believe so.
That the anti-magic seals were funded by the Orzhov lady. Where'd she go?
Correct. Svetlana, yes.
And that one of her associates had taken them. Or taken, like, one of them?
The rest of them.
Right.
The rest of them. You also know that as a result of disruptions in the maze, or abnormal occurrences in the maze itself seems to be in distress and is being openly aggressive towards anyone who goes near it. And especially so to anyone who is unfamiliar. Okay, now I reconvene. Is there anything else that I missed? I don't think so. I don't think so.
The only thing I can think is that Olga also showed up in the area that was blocked off, supposedly investigating.
Svetlana? Yes,
Svetlana,
she did.
yeah.
She did. Yes, she did.
Sorry.
Her story being, I'll remind you, that she was merely making her rounds and was sent to see if anyone had shown up to help with the investigation.
Yeah. Also, sorry, my brain immediately always thinks to her last name, which is Kiev, and so I always think of Olga of Kiev.
Ah. So,
Hmm.
where are your holes? You don't have a
Okay.
motive. As far as I understand from you all, you don't believe that you have a motive, although you might. Now that I've put everything else back in front of you. What else do you think is a hole in front of you? I'm going to let you answer before I tag anything else on.
Hmm.
And you all, I will allow you all as an assist to talk about this above game.
Above game, I think Svetlana is a little more sus than we initially thought, because who just makes their rounds, quote unquote, in the sewers when she's dressed. I guess the thing that throws me off is like she was very fancily dressed, right? That's not sewer scouring wear.
Well,
Svetlana and Lysander would be the two named characters we found that seem to be most connected with everything going on.
true. I also want to point out, you guys don't know it in game, but above game, Ollie has basically told the person who hired us for this that we know Svetlana is involved with this, and they should be rounded up and questioned thoroughly at sword point if necessary.
Oh, there's one more piece to your suspects. You do know that one of your suspects is directly tied to multiple is-it connections.
Mm-hmm.
That'd be Doc. Where's your
Lysander.
face?
Lysander.
Isolde.
I mean, Isolde is Lysander's wife.
Yes. Unless you were thinking of someone else.
I said multiple.
Multiple. Okay. I don't have any other is it names in my notes.
It was the
Professor thesis.
yeah.
Mhm.
It was the who?
Professor thesis, but
The
that's what.
Right.
the person who was in charge of designing the anti-magic seals.
That's why I keep bringing up Lysander. He's the connection point between all the Is that we've met so far.
Okay. Okay. As far as what else we're still missing, motive. The only I when I think of what we're missing, the only thing that really comes to my head is a pattern. I don't see a pattern. That's what my head's telling me that
Okay.
I'm missing.
Okay. So maybe then, if that is what you are missing, perhaps that's what you need to find. Perhaps that is what you need to identify. And this is not me trying to be facetious.
No,
You are. Yeah.
No, you are absolutely fine. This is also me possibly being dumb. As we
No, I think-
saw earlier when I tried to grab food out of a fire.
No, you're good. you are doing great.
To be fair, Finn just woke up, was like, food, reach for food.
Mm-hmm.
Listen, I've done the exact same thing.
Because above game, the going to Ollie's grandfather, going to check the ledger and all of that. In hindsight, looking at all this, it seems all that would be superfluous versus just going directly to either Svetlana or to Dr. Lysander.
The main issue is that we go there and do what? We have nothing to accuse them of.
Fair.
If we have something we can extract, yeah, absolutely. And and like at the very least, we're keeping an eye on characters that we suspect are active participants on what's going on. The thing right now is that if we go there, what do we go for?
There's also the potential that if we do check Pyle's ledger, it could give us a link, somebody we hadn't considered, if the blade wasn't stolen and it was in fact purchased by somebody. Because if we can prove, hey, you bought this blade, boom, we have evidence right here, then we could possibly go and be like, ha 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 ha, motherfucker.
I mean, having the blade alone, I think should be at least useful enough to press them on that. Maybe we might not need to go to the forge unless you want to.
It's up to y'all.
Yeah, my main thing is like we have plenty of places to go, but the longer we take, we don't know what's going on, and we don't know if like there is a timer and everything. Because we have, for example, leads to the refinery. As I said the last session, we could like ignore the lockdown going from like breaking in from the sewers, and while that would be fun, does it help us in anything? Like, I don't really think so. Going to check with Ollie's grandfather, I don't know exactly what we might get. Maybe more info on Svetlana. Unless the vault itself has, unless you think the grandfather can tell us a bit more about the coins, like that could be useful. Like the coins, the Eye of the Arcane, and I am blanking on the
Orb of
Orb
Shielding.
of Shielding.
Orb of Shielding. Thank you. If we could get something else on the objects, like that could be useful. Because if what we're looking is for a pattern, the breaking and entering on the vault for seemingly unimportant objects is by far like the biggest outstanding thing, and the thing they got us involved with the whole investigation for.
And
Because
the only...
everything-
Oh, sorry.
No, go ahead.
I was just gonna say the only useful thing that we've been able to get about the significance of the items is that the soul coins could be utilized as a power source for something. Otherwise, the arcane eye and the orb of shielding seem pointless.
I want you to roll again an intelligence check with advantage.
Come on. 19.
All right. I'm going to throw you a bone here. You said you couldn't figure out a pattern. You have in the last 10 episodes have learned that more things have gone missing and or have been stolen than just in the vault.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, the Mizium.
Items. Well, that's a big shortage. I don't...
There's only a shortage if a bunch of it that was already made is no longer in a place where it should be.
The magic nullifying seals, I don't remember. They were stuff stolen from Professor Thesis' lab. That's why we had the fight with the dogs in there.
The Mizium was
Because
stolen.
the anti-magic. I keep forgetting where their orbs. The object preventing the magic, the magic from the summoning magic to go awry. That was taken from there. We have the thing with the oozes that we found on the ground. those might have been stolen. We don't know if the people creating them were directly responsible for unleashing them down there, but we know they were unleashed purposefully. Like that, we don't know what the hell is about.
Finn,
Mhm.
so me, Zako, above game, you were given more insight about that specifically from Talia.
Yes, the let's see here. Where was it? Let's see here. Ah, there it was. MacLab 9 had rumors of unauthorized experiments at entry. One of the workers complained about entry key gone missing and hadn't returned. The sewer explosion caused major disruption in structure, led to newly planned construction plans, caused several labs, contracting groups, and construction organizations to have reconsider alarm systems. Where was the
So
bit
that
about
was
the...
another robbery.
There was the Weirds Gone Wild article, but that was on the bulletin board.
Hmm.
Saying discovered a new type of jelly. Series of experiments involving mysium and gelatinous cubes resulted in a weird, far different than any other proposed within laboratories. Lead researcher Dr. R.U. Splodin, blah blah blah. Experiments living creatures that are a combination of elements merged together in an unstable harmony through arcane means. The cube evolved into a predator to dissolve the substance in its entirety before resuming any activity. These jellies had developed a sense of hunger and predatory instinct not previously seen in gelatinous cubes.
And then upon reading that article, you sent the professor a letter.
Mm-hmm.
We did, and the professor basically told us, I don't take private interviews right now, or something to that effect.
Hold on a second.
Or at least that was for Ollie's letter.
I'm sharing it on the screen so that you can have an opportunity to reread it. To be forthcoming, I am currently in a position where written communications will be of use, unless, of course, your support of future endeavors requires an in-person negotiation. I find myself in a bit of a predicament, a situation of great severity which prevents me from being able to meet on such short notice. Much to my dismay, it prioritizes my obligation. Prioritizes any other obligation I might attend to.
Okay. 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 Sorry, I'm still bouncing between everything.
You're good.
Mm-hmm.
Stolen or let loose? Question mark. This is the problem playing a smart character when you're not smart.
Welcome to my world every other Saturday.
I guess we could try sending another letter to him to try to get that face-to-face appointment, or just discussing things via letter only.
For my clarification, the reason that I am pointing it out is because if you remember, when this letter was received by Ollie had made a comment. If I remember correctly and my notes are correct, Ollie had made a comment suspecting that this quote-unquote severe predicament had something to do with the multiple containment breaches and keycards being stolen and the weird in the sewers.
All right, so basically entering panic mode because everything's breaking. Okay.
Dr. Splodin would be on Izet territory or in Simic territory?
Discord ate you for a second there, Saris.
Ah, boo. I said, is it?
And we have we have a shot at like reinterrogating Lysander later. Right now, Izet would be the best shot at getting more info, I think.
We could be a bit more direct and just say, "Hey, we know your shit's broken. We're trying to help. Please talk with us directly."
Mm-hmm.
But even then, correspondence will take time, and we have no other way of contacting him.
Mm-hmm.
We can go in person.
What was that, Citric?
We can go in person. What I'm saying is that out of the different leads we have, going back to Izet territory sounds that it have the most options. At least we will be closer to more things at once rather than just bouncing around. Because we have like the two doctors, Splodin and Lysander. We know we have to reinterrogate Lysander. Perhaps talking with Splodin will give us more to press him on. Because so far, or two suspects would be Svetlana and Lysander. At least they seem to be connected the most with everything going on.
Mm-hmm.
And Svetlana might be in custody. We don't know, because we've been down here for like 10 to 15 hours at this point.
You sent that missive from the bar, right?
I sent that as soon as we got them. As soon as we got the information from the college. So literally before we even came back and tried to get information from Talia again.
Okay. Where would you receive a response?
Probably on the surface. Just
Okay.
generally, probably within like what either I'd say districts 1 or 2. Well, not districts. Precincts 1 or 2. That's basically Orha's like area. And at that point, if there was anything like, I imagine that for Orzhov, they would just have indentured spirits work as messengers. Because, I mean, that's basically how they got all of you. So just kind of go out there and wait and see if someone's like flying through the sky or running through walls and being like, "Where are you? Where are you?"
Okay.
You also, for reference as well, just in case you need the reminder, Vaughn, Oleander did specifically send, like in the letter stating, either write a letter or send an indentured servant to Talia's Tavern.
Ah, yeah. Okay, so that'll be, again, something that Ollie will say when this gets all brought up in character, but this is above game time.
All right. Fair. But above game, yeah, that's more reason to go back to Izet. Okay.
Throwing the refinery in back because we're going to Izet. I doubt that's I think Splodin would be our priority right now. But if we want to break in, we can do it from below.
Okay.
I like being honest. I doubt we will get anything in the refinery, but breaking in there sounds funny. Like that's just me as a player saying.
I mean,
that's fun.
Well, when you brought up the idea, I already had like an in-character idea of what Ollie would say if they're like, "Why would you do this?"
Fair enough. In that case,
While we are in, just really quickly, while we are in the above game, is there anything else at this point that you would like clarification on your 19?
let's see here. All right. All colleagues on the gender neutral long trench coat. Blah 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 blah. Weird's gone wild, blah blah. So I'm going over my notes again, see if there's anything, because I got plenty of info. Again, the problem is no other than things being stolen. There's no other pattern I'm seeing or anything I could get more on. 12 feet high people. Blah 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 blah. No. No, unfortunately, that is all I can think of. Yeah, I think that's...
something is being put together. Like there's a reason why the things are being gathered. That much, like, we can tell. But knowing that, it still doesn't help to like elucidate what.
Mhm.
They do need they do need the orb of shielding. They do need the eye of the arcane. That might be important with the anti-magic thingies. So there is need for containment. The soul coins are being mentioned as a power source. Again, don't know what, but there are pieces of something larger. Components.
Mhm. Then yeah, that's all I got then. Putting all this together, or the best that he can, Finn's going to close the notebook and just look to everyone. All right, so I've been going over everything, and the only identifiable pattern I've been able to put together is that a lot of things are being stolen. Whether it's equipment, the things from the vault, materials, things being let loose. A lot of the focus and I think a lot of the answers are to come if we dig a little bit more and is it territory. Because we still don't have much on how, if the oozes were either let loose intentionally or if someone stole those too. We can add that to the pile. So I think if we're a bit more forward with Dr. Splodin with our intent, we could probably get more direct answers. And we have the sword now, or at least as much of the pieces as we can put together. We can be a bit more direct with Lysander. And hell, we could probably find out a bit more if anything else was stolen while we're up there.
Well, if we stop by Talia's tavern, I can also possibly see if they've arrested Olga. And I did it again, Svetlana yet.
All right, that happened. All right, all the more reason to go then. And then once we
don't know if it's happened yet. I basically just told our boss that directly after we fought those horrible dog creatures.
I mean, more in the sense of we go back, find out if they actually did it, and just see if he sent a response.
Fair enough.
That's my plan for today, unless any of y'all got something else.
Victor nods. Then is it territory? I do have a question.
Shoot.
How do you want to get there? Do you want to go back to the maze? Or do you want to go the long route? We can brave the maze again. That is the shortest path. But we don't know how agitated it will be.
Well, I think we should also consider we're currently roughly under Precinct 1, and that area of Is It territory was above game. I think it was Precinct 6.
Correct. I think. Wait, hold on. Before I say correct. I did.
We both only said it
Is
once.
Is Precinct 3. Yes, is Precinct 3. Simic is Precinct 6.
Okay. So, is Precinct 3. That's a considerable amount of ground to cover without any assistance.
The Undercity makes it easy, but yeah, it will take time.
And from the sound of it, time is the commodity that we cannot spend in earnest. I'm fine with just going through the maze. If we can just safely get to the teleportation pad, we should be good. It seems to stay pretty stable for the last 2 days. If we're lucky, it'll still retain the same shape, and we can just avoid the creature.
If we are lucky, yes. The path to the circle seems to be narrower for it to reach us there. So, do we go?
I'm all for just braving the maze again.
It would probably be the best option. It's the scariest, but it's our fastest way.
I mean, it ain't like we can't poke our heads in the door and see if something's skulking about. Pyle basically implying, hey, if we peek in and things seem awry, we can always just turn around and go back.
Mm-hmm.
True, Pyle now has the ability to also do exactly what made it fuck the hell off last time.
There.
True.
We were lucky though. That was a 1.
Listen, I am going to hold on to every ray of sunshine right now.
There is no sun in the Undercity.
Gestures that own holy symbol. There is one right here.
Here comes the sun. Do.
Hi, yes, hello, I am the ray of sunshine.
That you are.
Pyle will stretch out a little bit more. So we're not heading to my place for the ledger then.
Doesn't appear to be.
For now.
Alrighty.
Just a lot of our focus is we'll get a lot more results from one location versus going all the other smaller ones.
That is fair.
We don't know how much we have until whatever is being put together is done. Or what would that mean?
Well, in that case, she'll look at Finn. Do you have a couple of coins on you? Because Finn is still missing a dagger, correct?
Yes, he left the one that he threw earlier.
Very good. See, actually, I don't know why she's asking him for coin. She'll reach into a pouch and she'll pull out like a small handful of coins. And let's see, how long does this take? Okay. She'll look at him and be like, if y'all are willing to give me an hour, I can make you a new dagger, so you can at least be fully armed.
No, you're fine. I still have my bow. The daggers are more just an emergency weapon.
If you insist, I can do it just by sitting here.
I'm fine. I promise you.
And she'll put the coins away. All right, if you change your mind.
I don't mean to interrupt, but I'm sure you all are incredibly hungry. And at this point, Brev distributes the food, the very hot food.
Thank you.
And looks at his hand like, almost did it.
Meanwhile, always the picture of politeness, and then the second that the food is on his plate, he is devouring it like a monster.
Yeah, Victor will, as always, try to turn his back so he can eat without bothering people.
When you do that, Brev just kind of gives you a look with like a cocked eyebrow, like, uh-huh.
I mean, he will sheepishly turn back. Sorry.
Oh, ow.
Yeah, he will start eating.
Pyle will also start eating, but she's a little bit slower. She's still very glassy-eyed, like, I just woke up. I'm still sleepy.
And as the lot of you proceed to eat, I'm actually going to give us an early break tonight.
Ooh.
As after I'm under the impression that after your characters finish preparing, you will be taking off.
Yes.
Yeah.
So now is unironically a really good time to have a break.
Sounds good.
Yeah.
I'll be right back then.
As always, we have to remind Chad to drink your legs and stretch some water. This is not optional.
Yeah, I actually highly recommend it because I realized that I've been having like not like anything major, just like the small annoyance health problem. Because apparently for like half a week I've been dehydrated because I've not been drinking enough water during the day.
Fix that.
I did.
Drink.
I started. The last like 3 days I've been drinking a ton of water like all throughout the day. I feel much better,
Good.
and I'm already seeing a marked improvement. It's just one of those things where, again, I was dumb because of ADD, and then I was like, why am I dealing with this problem? Oh, right, I've neglected myself.
Ay.
I hope you don't mind the fact that I did the above game, like allowed you all to do the above game thing. I thought you all could probably use it.
Well, yeah.
I know that normally it's like, yeah, we should do this in character, but like after the conversation that we had after last session, I was like, they could probably use some, especially because Finn rolled a 19. I was like, they could use some above game chat.
Yeah, no, we are not playing like smart characters. We are playing very specialized, very talented people and very specific role characters. And like I said, a lot of people love to roll a smart character. Then they realize what it means to roleplay a smart character. Oh no, I am not as smart as I thought I was.
No, and in the thing there is that it's not that like you're solving the puzzle for us. The fact of like putting the pieces like clearly, like what we have so far. Even if we were talking about it like last session, now with a bit more confirmation, it's a lot easier to get a better grasp on what to do next.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And I figured, if I'm being transparent, I figured y'all were due for a recap. Not a session recap, okay, what do we have?
Yeah.
Because 10 sessions is a long time to go without, like, directly sitting down, looking over everything and going, okay, what do we actually know?
Hell,
So I'm actually really happy that Zako did what he did.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
also, let's be real. If this was in real time in in the game, we would have gotten so much information in 1.5 days. Parsing all of that properly, yeah, that'd be a whole thing.
Mm-hmm.
Especially because everything seems to, whenever we get a chance to put our one brain cell to work, something happens. First time it was a bunch of hellhounds. Second time it was the beast.
Things that you have to consider like in 48 hours our characters have have barely stopped between like going around the city and getting like putting things together.
Yeah, it's almost like I always didn't get any time off from work at all.
It's kind of like I know that it's like, yeah, like we are above game, pretending like our characters are very sleepy, and it's like, no, legitimately, like if you actually think about it, how exhausted your characters are right now.
Yeah.
I mean, I can
And also,
replace.
like,
Oh, go ahead.
yeah, no, and also like the fact that there is what you were mentioning, like the discrepancy of like we are 10 sessions in, but like for our characters, this has been like just 2 days, so everything like information wise is fresh. For us, it has been over 10 weeks because it's not every week that we have been playing.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah. Also, I am not as tired, but I am tired because I realized that I will be going back to work soon, so I have to start getting my body used to occasionally waking up at 6:40 in the morning. And I
join the club.
Yep, I foolishly decide, you know what, it was a good day to do it. Let's just start with that tomorrow. Even though this would be the worst time for it because I only work Saturdays on a off and on schedule that rotates at my job. And then Sundays I can sleep in much later. So I'm like, wow, I really just fucked myself over today for no good reason. I could just started this Monday. I was in fact Boo Boo the Fool.
Are we on break?
Yes.
Yeah, right now we are.
Okay. Sorry.
You're fine.
Though now that you're back, I am going to use the restroom.
Damn it. I'll be next.
You can go right now. I'm just gonna sit here in silence.
I ain't leaving you alone. Not that kind
I'm
of
always
guy.
alone, though.
Huh?
I'm always alone though. I'm used to it.
Not here. Not when I'm around. You're
Damn.
not allowed. But and we also have chat. How is chat doing? Did you drink your legs? Did you stretch some water? My
Your
potatoes, no. Serious, why?
My potatoes.
uh,
I'm Irish. You can't do this to me.
I return.
Welcome back.
There's the
my
stealing
cue.
potatoes.
My inner Irishman feels the need to revolt.
That's what I said.
I mean, yeah, it's in our blood. Oh. But yeah. Here we solve a mystery. Tomorrow we have to learn how to talk to a sultan. Who is also a blue dragon. D&D's fun.
Hmm.
And I'm happy because blue dragons are my favorite dragons. Do.
I have returned.
Welcome.
Give me back my potatoes.
No.
Damn it.
Only on the condition that we do a tradesies, and I'm gonna give you haggis.
Oh no.
Listen, if we're pulling the ancestry.
You know, as a kid, haggis was a running joke. I want to say it was because of Earthworm Jim. And so it's been in my mind ever since I was like 8 years old. Never had it because, again, no Scottish ancestry in my family. But like at this point in my life, I'm just be like, if someone offered me it, I have to actually see how they present the haggis.
You know what's phenomenal?
Hmm?
This year, I went to my local Ren fair, and they had not one, not two, but 3 haggis tents. They're all new.
That is honestly cool.
Is it though? Is it really?
It means there's
It's
a market
haggis.
for it. Haggis is one of the most bizarrely specific, like, cultural meals.
Huh?
So the fact that they could sustain not 1, not 2, but 3 tents for the purpose of haggis, then yes, I think that's pretty cool, because it means, huh. It also is like a moment where I guess around where you live, there's a lot of Scottish people.
Apparently, question mark?
It's like I managed to go my entire life until I was like 18 and never realized that Bosnian people are not common outside of St. Louis or Bosnia. Like I shared a class with a guy who moved there from like Kansas, and he's like, "Yeah, I did not know that about this place, so it's been interesting." And I was like, "Wait, this is not normal, huh?" But yeah, once Mana gets back, we'll be ready to jump right back on in.
This is going to be interesting. So, like, full transparency, I wasn't entirely sure how the session was going to go simply because I wasn't sure what you all were going to decide on in terms of next steps. Like, I'm good. I'm prepared. I'm just like, okay, this is going in a different direction. Not a bad thing. And we're going to quite literally roll with it.
Mhm.
It means that I get to introduce all of you to a thing that I do in my home campaign.
Ooh.
Little homebrew thing that I do to make things a little bit more interesting and a little more engaging.
Back, sorry.
Welcome back.
Sorry it took so long. I was speedrunning making lunch for her husband.
You're fine.
Hello.
Hello.
We were just discussing potatoes and haggis.
Potatoes.
Cue the Blue Ranger.
Okay, excuse me. I have to curse Zako with this, if only because since we're on break, I just opened up like some of my other stuff to just see what was happening in the world, and this was on my feed, Zako. So I don't know if you have context for it or not, but let's just sit back here and at least just marvel at the idea of this.
All right, let me
Oh,
put
yeah.
on my judgment glasses.
Also, let me.
Yeah, you have to do the weird thing for
yeah, I
the
know.
links.
But I saw it on my tablet, so editing it's much trickier here to do.
Okay, so okay.
Why?
The
Why,
context
Bob?
behind this is that apparently someone has said that WWE is trying to buy Okada out of his New Japan deal, or at the very least are trying to scout him while he's still contracted with New Japan.
Mm-hmm.
So, as what happens whenever any best, most popular wrestler anywhere outside of America comes up, we get the "Who dis?" crowd, who will say like, name one match of X person, and the meme here is obviously just someone using 2K to fuck around and say this is obviously Okada's most popular match.
Okay. The match in question is a graphic from Twitter that says Kazuchika Okada versus Adam Sandler. Which, in all honesty, if this was an overseas pay-per-view, Adam Sandler would just do the match to give all of his Saturday Night Live friends a chance at another vacation. We all know it's true.
I mean, it's true. It is.
Oh, to think Jack and Jill existed so they could go to Hawaii.
God.
Yep.
They made Al
It's-
Pacino dance.
You mean
It's
Don
still-
Cachino?
It still blows my mind that that a bunch of people thought the bird in the chocolate fountain was a real fucking bird.
All right. Well, it sounds like we have everybody back. So if we're all ready, I think it's time for us to hop back into the game.
So, the four of you finish eating your breakfast. And Brev very quietly, actually, removes your cutlery and proceeds to take it over to what you now realize is a giant water basin. Outside of the in view of the front, but it's physically outside of the tent space. You watch in a moment of quiet them being approached by just some other Golgari individual. Victor, upon seeing this, you don't actually necessarily recognize them specifically. You know that they are one of the other Crawl, probably someone who is a member of the front guard. City guard type situation. But to know their names specifically, you wouldn't. You see the individual is of a, shall we say, a more millipede variety of Crawl. Seem to be engaging in conversation with Brev for a moment. It seems to, if all of you are noticing this, while you do not hear what is said, you can tell by facial expression alone that it is a more, shall we say, serious conversation and not morning pleasantries.
Oh dear.
Oh, that can be good.
May I perchance roll a perception to see if I can overhear what they perhaps be discussing?
Sure, absolutely.
Same here.
Sure.
Oh! 21.
I hate my life. As an 8.
That's a 10. Honestly, that tracks. Pile is still fuzzy brained.
Give me a second here. I had to pull up my sheet.
Ow. Sorry, I just got hit in the face with a cattail.
We all know that. That's one of those things where
Like
even... Go ahead.
No, you're fine. Go ahead. You started.
It's gonna be eventually everyone in life eventually knows how that feels. You don't have to be a cat person or have a cat. You're just eventually in the presence of a cat, and the tail will be attacking.
Oh my gosh! Well, and it was just a flap. I almost thought that for a second the dinging sound from my headphones was gonna catch up on the mic because she hit it so hard.
I was gonna ask if it was the actual cat or like the cattail reed you find in water.
No, it's definitely alive. But on a 21, unfortunately, the other three of you don't hear this. I'm actually going to say here, Victor, it's not even necessarily that you hear it because it's incredibly quiet. But I will give you this. You're very used to Brev. Brev is a pretty quiet individual. This makes sense. Birds of a feather and all that. You actually are, in this moment, I'm going to say, are going to parse out some lip reading. And I'm going to message you very briefly.
Ooh.
What you catch them directly saying.
The man with only one lip knows how to read both.
I can read lips too. If I didn't have an 8.
The way you said that, you gave me full Timmy Turner dad energy.
I realized that's what I wanted to try halfway through.
This was where I would put a success if I had one.
Instead of Dinkelberg, it's Svetlana.
Well, no. Instead of that, it would be Kiev.
No, fuck it. There's somebody in Orzhov named Dinkelberg, and everybody hates him.
So good at investing. But they're failing at one of the big things about Orzhov. You know, they don't have a kid. That's one of the reasons why they're living so well above their means. But they got no family line. No one's going to inherit the money.
There it is.
Mm-hmm. And received.
Mm-hmm. And after a few moments, in that moment of silence, Brev finishes washing the cutlery and returns back to the tent quietly. Are you all just staring out at them, or what are they returning to?
I assume we were discussing the our next step.
Yeah, Finn would at least make it not look obvious that he was just staring at them. At the moment he couldn't hear or perceive anything, he'd give up and go back to looking towards the group.
Yeah, Ollie would have just probably gone back to trying to find a way to clean his face without sullying his clothes more than they've probably already been sullied in the course of the last few days.
You are handed a wet cloth.
Thank you again.
Pila's just standing behind Ollie, just casting mending on tears as he's just standing there. Doesn't even have to ask her. She just notices and she's just like mending.
All the magic in the world and no one got prestidigitation.
I don't even think I can get that, or I would have.
Listen, I literally bit the bullet and took Spare the Dying just in case Manda went down.
Appreciate it, homie.
Smart.
But yeah, I'm in the same boat as fucking Zacho. As soon as Pyle realized she couldn't hear what they were saying, she just started casting mending on party members' clothes and gear.
Finn would insist that you don't mend his coat, that he just let it keep getting dirty and torn.
Okay.
It builds character.
Victor will appreciate the mending. Victor will appreciate the mending. Several slashes from the creature did a number on his clothing.
I would just imagine, I want to just imagine, Victor just holds up a finger. Can I go back to my house and get another shirt? Because you're
like to change, please.
Because you're wearing Amanda's bedroll.
No, I gave that one back.
Ah.
Yeah, once we got on Golgari territory, I did give that back.
Okay.
Fucking Finn. No, don't fix my coat. It builds character. Fucking Pyle ruffles his hair a little bit. You're a character, aren't you?
No.
Under his breath, Ollie just goes, "He's something, all right."
And Finn will not comb his hair back down.
Victor will stand up, though, and look at everyone. So, we're going back to the maze.
We can certainly try.
Victor nods and...
It's worth having a look as long as La Creatura ain't hanging around.
La Creatura.
Sorry, it's an old Golgar. It's an old Gruul saying from the wilds. I say, covering my ass above character.
Would love for you to roll me a deception check.
Oh no, I'm not trying to deceive. I'm just trying to deceive for IRL.
Understood.
No, that was me being, that was Manda being like, yes, that's exactly what it's for. That is my in-game explanation.
Okay.
It's cruel slang, shifty eyes.
Can't say I'm familiar, although I don't necessarily know how many Gruul I've actually spent time with. Good to know.
Oh, I mean, it's we used to use it out. I'm from the wilds originally, so I'm not.
It's
real
not
surprised.
not a negative thing. Please don't misunderstand. I am not one who judges the Gruul. I just, in recent times, have allocated my time in one place, shall we say.
Oh, no worries. Pyle gently kind of waves her hand a little bit.
I am to understand that you are to head out to the maze. Are there any provisions that you need prior to descending? I am aware that it is a bit turbulent at the moment.
If you have any, oh boy, what was the item called? Where'd you go? If you wouldn't happen to have another flask of oil so I could refill my lantern.
Oh. Yeah, of course. Brev proceeds to walk over to one of their cabinets. There's a bit of rifling around before looking to you. And dex save, please.
Oh boy.
What?
16?
Hey.
There is a moment where they make eye contact with you and then overhand it, and you catch it in one hand. It is
Perfect.
a flask of oil.
Perfect. How much do I owe you?
What? I mean this respectfully. What do you take me for, an Orzhov?
You know what? Fair. I appreciate your kindness. And Finn will insert it into his lantern to get it prepped up.
Though if you really want to thank her, bring her a body for the rot farm.
Are you wanting to volunteer?
Honestly, no, I can't afford it.
I'll keep it in mind then.
Pyle looks between Finn and Ollie, a little uncomfortable, then desperately trying to change that train of thought. You wouldn't happen to have any healing tinctures potions or tinctures that you could part with, would you?
How many do you need?
Let's see. Finn, Ollie, Victor, 3 or 4.
What a
I
few.
will see what I will see what I can do. I cannot guarantee that I will have 4 healing potions, but I might have something that'll do the trick.
If you can't, that's fine. I'm just wanting to be sure I have some backups in case I get a little tired. Since
Of course.
that's what happened last time.
Also, could I possibly bring something up that we probably should have done, but we were too busy getting caught up in scenes and above game stuff? There was no offered thing to drink, so we probably should have had some tea. The tea. The tea from the Watcher. The tea from the Watcher of the Maze. The tea from the Watcher of the Maze that gives us bless for 8 hours.
Leans in real
Right.
close. Leans in real close. Tell me, Vaughn, what is the tea?
I got to do a Kronk bit. I'm fine. I'm happy.
Do you actually begin to pull it out?
You know what? Screw it. Sure. Finn will just reach into his pocket and pull out the tea. Who knows how to make tea?
Oh,
Pyle raises her hand.
you've met the Watcher.
Yes.
Nods.
Yes, our rat candle. Let us
Slow
sit a
nod.
spell.
Slow nod. Slow nod. Proceeds
With that-
to walk over to the sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt.
No, you're fine. I didn't know you're still going. Go ahead.
Yeah, they proceed to nod. Slow nod. Like nod of approval. and then proceed to walk back over to some of their other, shall we say, storage spaces. They head over to a trunk and begin to sort of shift through it. They then proceed to look at you again, Finn. Pyle, you said that you could brew tea, yeah?
I mean, yeah, I imagine she'd be able to.
Looks at Finn, looks at Pyle, looks back at Finn. Finn, roll me another dexterity saving throw.
Oh boy. Watch this clonk me in the eye. 18.
Hey.
Very nice.
So, an entire ass tea kettle flies through the air. And there's a moment of like where it dawns on you what is happening. And you manage to like put your hands in front of your face as if to guard your face, but you end up catching the kettle. The brass kettle.
Ah! Oh.
Ooh, quick one. Finn will look to Pyle since she said she knew how to make tea, and we'll just hold up the tea and the kettle and just be like, how do?
I do right fine, thank you, Finn. And she'll take the kettle from him.
No, that's not.
Pyle is a blessing upon this earth. Okay, continue.
And she just innocently goes about like fixing tea.
Yeah, you head outside the water basin. It's one of those like pumps where you pump water into a basin, and you're able to get tea, no problem. I mean, you with your strength, you have zero issue pumping this crank. You're able to get yourself out some water. Roll me for my sake because I think it's fun and interesting. Just a quick survival check.
Down here. Habuski. 5.
Oh, it looks mostly clear, yeah.
I'm sure it's fine. I've drank worse. We'll just boil off the nasties. I'm sure it's fine. Gives it a flavor, a little bit of crunch, you know.
Yes, that's what I associate with
crunchy.
tea. Crunchy.
Yeah. Gruel tea is crunchy. This is fine. Yeah,
Cast the
and
bones of your enemies.
I mean, probably. I don't know.
Meanwhile, Alec pulls out a
Sometimes.
notebook. Another reason to hate the gruel.
You have a book for that?
Listen, it might be a mental notebook. The point is that he will always take another.
Little do we know that Ollie has been a dwarf carrying a book of grudges this whole time. It's why he's so small.
So, Pyle, you are able to. The fire is still going, and you're able to use the spoke that is now clean, mind you, to hoist up the kettle above the fire.
Yeah, and she'll just go about just making tea like she would like any other day.
Yep. It is in this moment, Victor, dexterity saving throw
Will do.
with advantage.
Oh, nice. That's a 21.
Yeah, you're familiar with Brev's antics. You notice something flying towards your head and you catch it with one hand. It's a bag. It's a brown bag.
Victor looks at the bag.
Do you open it?
Yep.
It's a bunch of dried mushrooms.
Oh. Do I recognize the mushrooms at all?
Survival check.
Do. 7.
They're mushrooms, all right.
Victor looks at Brev. Snack for the road.
Let's just say if you need a quick stamina boost.
Victor nods.
Go ahead and add to your inventory a bag of dried mushrooms. Mechanically speaking, if you are to eat these as a form of rations, ow! Remove the
God.
claws, please. Sorry. Claws directly into the leg. If you were to eat these as rations, you will get a grand whopping total of 5 temporary hit points per a short rest,
Mhm.
and there is a total count of 4 rations in there.
Noted.
At this point, Pile,
Yes.
dexterity saving throw.
Oh, bless.
You should recognize what is happening in this moment at this point.
I should recognize. Amanda recognizes what's happening in this moment, but bless poor Pile. Yeah, that tracks.
Ollie, dex save.
Yep. Ollie would definitely have seen this and just been like, oh no.
A test of your reflexes.
Oh my
Very
gosh.
nice.
Pile is
So-
quietly saying a prayer while making this tea.
So it's interesting because this was definitely aimed for Pile and it definitely missed, but Ollie, you managed to catch it. 2 vials with a red liquid, a pretty rosy red liquid in it. Alongside that is a little, it's like a little, like the, you know, the size of a ring box?
Mhm.
That, but it's circular.
Okay, so like a fat Altoids can.
Kind of, but a little smaller.
He will take the potions. He will walk one over and put it into Pile's saddlebag. He will walk over, give the other one to Victor. There, those are where they need to be.
Huh? Oh. And she'll reach up, and as she'll kind of would have lowered herself back down, tucking her hooves under herself while she's fucking doing this, and she'll just give Polly.
Polly.
Sorry,
Want a
Only a
cracker?
cookie.
Ollie want a cracker? No,
I want a cracker.
she'll give Ollie a gentle ruffle.
Well then, Ollie will now look down at this and try to be like, He will open the circular thing and try to see what's inside it.
Looks like some type of some type of like dark, almost like a plum tinted balm.
Okay. This will be useful for something. He will close it and he will reverently slide it into his inside pocket.
Effectively, using that balm has 2 different purposes,
Okay.
depending on when you use it. If you use it in the performance of a medicine check, in attempt to stabilize somebody, you will get advantage.
Ooh.
If you use it as an attempt to use a medicine check to help or a touch based, I should say, as a touch based healing spell, not a medicine, as a healing spell, you will gain an additional 1d4 healing when you use that balm in a touch-based healing spell. It is a bonus action to quote-unquote equip it.
Okay, I will definitely have to have you remind me to type that in because right now I just have it as Balm of Life Saving.
Yep, I got you. I can just message you right now the
Okay, yeah,
description.
thank you.
How many of the healing potions did Ollie put in the saddlebag? 2?
No, we
Two.
only we had 2. I gave 1 to you and 1 to Victor, the 2 frontliners.
Okay, so I now have 2.
And I will tell you how many
Uses.
how many usage you have of the balm.
I much appreciate it.
Is there anything else that I might be able to assist you all at this time? I see, as a side note, clearly that you are prepping some tea, so I will make sure to give you mugs. But beyond that, is there anything else that I can provide for you at this moment?
No, you've been incredibly gracious to us. In fact, if you would like, we would be more than happy to share some of this tea with you.
Well, I do appreciate the offer. I may join alongside you in brewing my own tea. And Brev gives you a very subtle wink.
Ah! I will realize this
nods.
might have some kind of cultural significance and shut the fuck up.
Actually, Victor, insight.
Will do. 16.
You get the sense that Brev knows what this is that you're brewing, and in a gesture of almost protective in nature, they do not wish to participate in the emptying of your supply, and as a result will join you for tea, but will not consume the tea out of a, shall we say, facilitation of whatever it is that this tea does, which of course you above game know what it does.
While the tea is brewing, like, Victor will look at Brev and say, "They send their regards, by the way."
The Watcher?
Victor nods.
Oh, that's incredibly kind of them. I really appreciate it. I haven't been able to visit them in such a long time. I should probably, well, when things calm down, I should say, I should probably do so.
Lenka seemed to have got herself into the maze.
Going to do a check really quick. Lenka. Oh, you mean that Rakdos friend of yours, correct?
Victor nods.
Oh, goodness.
The Watcher is looking over. So they are safe for now.
Well, that's a relief, at least.
Hmm.
Well, at this point, the tea is very much ready. Tea does not take long.
Yeah.
Brev goes, well, I do appreciate you filling me in on the information, and I do ask that wherever it is that you go, if possible, at least check in. I recognize that may not be as easy done as said, but at the very least, knowing that, well, especially with what transpired yesterday, I would like to know that you're still alive.
Will do. I will send a message through Talia. if I can.
They slowly nod. They don't really say anything in response to that. Is there anything else that you collectively wish to say or do before taking off?
I'm good.
Yeah, I don't got much else.
Yeah, me neither. I mean, Pyle will probably thank her profusely for letting them stay, but that'll probably be about it.
Yeah, Victor also will thank Brev again before they leave camp.
Of course. And in fact, Brev will escort you out. And at the gates, they pause and say, I do appreciate your respect and kindness, as the three of you have never been into our presence before. I would hope that in the future we can meet again on less intense circumstances.
Of course. And as always, we will respect your territory to the utmost of our ability until our lives are threatened and we have to run.
If you find... Sorry, you first. You
Yeah.
first.
We are going into the maze, so we are going to be threatened.
Well, in the
He
case
says-
that you... Yeah? Sorry.
Oh my bad. Just I like he was saying that looking at Ollie.
More threatened than usual. Okay, there's a thing about escalation, okay? We're going to talk about this.
Well, if you do need refuge, I'm sure that you will find such here in the swarm. But only in good company. And they sort of offer a smirk.
Victor nods.
Ollie immediately takes that as you will only get help if you are with Victor, and he will file that away.
So, you find yourselves leaving the fountains and the gates and into the tangling brush, the brambled walls of the maze once more. And I will bring us to the map.
Oh boy!
It's this other screen. So I can multitask. There we go.
Now, here's the thing. I mentioned this during the break, that you all are going to be exposed to a thing that I do with my home parties, and that is this. I, as a DM, do not roll the random encounter rolls. I let you roll them.
Ah.
I don't tell you what it means, but I let you roll them.
I
I
like
think
this.
it's more fun that way.
Well, no, I like this, but mostly
Yeah.
because I've always loved that this is the fate you chose meme.
So, I would love for one of you, you can pick, to roll me a D100.
Not it.
Not it. I've been rolling like dog water. Don't let me do this.
Okay.
Actually, speaking of rolling like dog water, I'm gonna fucking reload.
Thought you were going to say refill, and it's like dog water.
A 71.
absolutely.
Too off of being nice.
71. Okay.
71 rocks fall, you all die.
I would love someone else to roll me a 1d8.
I'll do it.
Okay.
Alrighty.
3.
Okay. And now it's all you. Where would you like to go?
Probably to the teleportation area.
Yeah, Finn will go ahead and light up the lantern just to give those of us without dark vision something to see.
Yeah. The
Pyle
Great.
will. Oh, sorry. Oh, Pyle was just gonna gesture at Victor to lead the way so she can bring up the rear like she usually does.
Victor nods and starts walking.
Ollie will nudge Finn in the side so he prepares the torch so we can see.
You notice.
Oh,
Nope, you first.
I was just gonna say, I said that Finn's got the lantern up so that we can see.
Oh yeah, I forgot you got the oil for that. My bad.
Oh, good.
You all collectively notice as an incredibly immense fog. That fog that you've known before has always been there, but in this case, more intensely than it was yesterday, begins to billow through the western part of the maze, forward towards the east, towards you, seemingly rolling straight through the maze's walls.
Hmm.
Oh dear.
Well, we move on.
I half expected Victor
Victor
to just go, well, we ball.
Fuck it, we ball.
Okay.
See, you say that now, I
we
get the mental.
ball.
Oh, sorry. So
Go
you say that.
lean. Go ahead.
I was gonna say, you say that, and I get the mental image of that Venom cover where it's him dunking on Spider-Man, but it's Victor dunking over Ollie.
Um.
And I make. Oh,
Oh no, nothing. Sorry, I was just gonna ask. Can I use my passive perception to just, keep a fucking eye out for things?
I'm
Jesus.
so glad you asked.
Oh boy.
I was gonna do the same, but I was gonna make it an active perception check. that
You're
Finn's
welcome to
actually
make an
looking.
inactive check. Please roll.
And we
Listen,
all.
my passive perception is 16, so I'm just like, it's a good fucking number. I'm just gonna stick with that.
Mine's 21, but making it active could help. So,
Yeah, gonna.
sha. Hey,
Very
16
nice.
is the same number.
Hey, 16 gang, let's go.
If allowed, I would like to do a perception check as well.
For sure.
Awesome. That's a 10.
I have a question. First off, is Ollie also going to perceive, or is he content?
Oh, Ollie will perceive, but he's just going to use a part of his spirit sense to find out how close are any zombies that would be a threat. Because right now, I believe the teleporter is within that 60-foot area.
Mm-hmm.
So, do I sense any scootals or ghosts or ghoulies?
Oh, you do, actually. I forget, do you need a number?
Yeah, I know the number for one turn. It's basically one ping of radar.
Mm-hmm. I just needed to know if you needed specific numbers. In total, within a 60-foot, without full technical cover, from where you're standing. Two.
And
Okay.
I know their approximate direction, so if you just ping me where they are.
Oh, come on, mouse. Mouse, where are you? There you are. Come on. Come on. Come on. Cooperate. There we go.
Okay.
Uno. Y dos.
Ooh, I didn't. Okay, yeah. All right. You'll hear Ollie just go straight. The only undead within 60 feet of us are at the next junction on the right and left. We can avoid them entirely.
Perfect.
Noted. So we keep on.
Double checking something.
Oh no.
You make it very difficult. You make a better door than a window. Thank you.
What?
Cat on the keyboard.
Oh.
Cease your gaming parental unit. I require your attention.
She tonight, for some weird reason, is not satisfied by just sitting next. Usually, when we stream, she just sits next to me. For some weird reason, she is not content to just be seated.
Parental, I am bored. Notice me.
Ah, yes, okay. That is what I was looking for. Amazing. I was looking for something in my notes. As you approach this junction, keeping those perception checks. We didn't actually do the perception checks. So we're doing them now. I have a question.
Have an answer.
Audio, visual, or smell? Each of you get the three of you who decided you wanted to perceive, you can pick one.
Finn's a visual guy.
Mm-hmm.
Victor will be actually picking up smells this time.
Okay.
Paul will do hearing then. I imagine.
See no evil, see no evil, smell no evil, hear no evil. I understand. Starting from the lowest, working to the highest. Smell, this is odd, actually. And concerning. Because even with a 10, you can smell this. You smell smoke. You smell something burning.
Something is burning nearby. We should not have fire down here. Not in the maze.
Finn double checks to make sure he has not smoked here. He did not.
Also, just remember, guys, don't forget we get a D4 to like all of our checks.
Uh-huh. God bless.
Hold on.
Oh!
Then I will.
If I am allowed, yeah.
Sarah,
Yeah.
16, 17, 18. That bumps mine up
Yeah,
to 19.
only if it's active. Only if it's active. You'd have to roll an active check for Pile.
You know what? That's fair. I'm just gonna stick with my 16 then.
11.
11. My answer does not change on an 11.
I suppose
18.
so.
18 with that 2.
Yeah. Very good. So then we'll start. We'll continue. Pile.
Uh-huh.
You said hearing, right?
Yeah.
People did laughing.
And Lenka and Milo are having a hell of a party.
I was about to say, Zaka, control your wife.
Why would I control? That's the fun part.
Woo. The part, I guess Ollie is the closest one to her at the moment. We'll hear her kind of stop in her tracks. I don't like the sound of that.
I will also ask, just because, like, again, I didn't choose to do an active check. My my passive is 15, so 1 under Pile. Would I also hear the laughter?
Oh, you would. You both would, yeah.
Ah! Yes! I see the Rakdos is not surprising me in the least.
Actually, It dawns on both of you.
Hmm.
Wrong direction.
Oh. That's coming from over yonder. She points in the direction.
Direction.
Yes, we're... Ah, okay.
Sorry, it was taking a second to load.
No, you're fine.
It's fine. Yeah.
Finn,
Yes.
you see, and it's odd. It's very faint, but you see the presence of, well, a dim glowing light flickering. And it's not yours.
Oh. In which direction?
Well, the one that's most in line of sight
Oh dear.
is down here.
Hmm. Finn will point forward in the direction. I don't think we're alone down here, and I don't mean the undead. As he points forward to the light ahead of us.
Be on guard, everybody. Peter will start slowly moving. Reaching the intersection,
Mm-hmm.
before like moving forward, he will actually take a look on like both sides to see if, like, actually on three sides to see if he notices anything else.
Roll me an active perception check.
Do. Not one.
+4.
You have bless.
I mean, I do have +4, but that down is going to help.
Every little bit helps.
Fine. That's a 6 now.
6 both ways.
Yeah.
I mean, it's really foggy. You don't really see anything of concern.
Then Victor will keep on moving.
Finn will attempt to look left and right. Can I carry over my perception roll from earlier, or will I need to make a new one to see if I can
You
spot?
will need to
the,
make well. You will need to make a new one, unfortunately.
Can do. I wanted to ask first.
Mm-hmm.
Hi-ya! The
Very
dirty 20.
nice.
Oh, there
And
he
up.
goes.
And the D4.
Oh, yeah. Sure. 24.
Ah.
Hey.
You see a dim light flickering coming from over here, and
the
coming
dim-
from over here.
Oh.
Okay. What about the one that was ahead of us?
Yeah, you see that too.
Oh boy. Finn will look back to Ollie. You still only hear 2 undead? Feel, yeah.
It's more of a ripple. I can only feel it once without actively expending it. I can only do it so much a day.
Fair enough.
I saw sensed one to the left and one to the right.
Do all the lights look the same?
They do.
Oh boy. Finn will whisper to Victor. I think we got a dangerous bogey. 12 o'clock. As Finn holds the lantern with his right hand and puts his hand ready on his rapier with his right.
Victor nods. So, do you think we should move forward or clean first?
Sorry, above game. Move forward or what first?
Clean first.
Clean?
Clean.
Like clean house.
Oh, okay. I figured, but I wanted to make sure. Finn will look to using his memory of the maze that we've explored so far and the positioning and everything. The one that's ahead of us, could you reping where it's at, please?
It's moved. You no longer see it.
Uh-oh.
Oh.
Farts. Finn will in that case, Finn will just tell Victor, I say we go as fast forward as much as we can and fight if we have to.
Victor nods and starts moving again.
Finn follows and then looks to Ollie and Pong and gives like the not an aggressive but just more in the I highly recommend let's go faster hand motion.
Also, Victor has now a shield in one hand and an axe on the other.
I think that's the much better indicator. I just always imagine.
Pyle has her.
Oh, go ahead.
Oh, sorry. Go ahead. Oh no, I was gonna say Pyle is very much in the same set as Victor. She has her shield and mace at ready.
Yeah. Because I always imagine Victor is just like fully hunched under his cloak. The second either of his arms are visible, oh no, danger.
You know what? Now that I'm in the crossroads, I'm gonna try and roll an active perception. Come on, Pyle. Let's see. No, that tracks. She's trying.
But bless.
Pyle, we're trying. 9, 10. We're trying.
You see the flickering light, but you don't see anything else.
Peter will keep on moving then.
I actually have one question.
I might have one answer.
Ollie would probably roll a perception check to see like if he could see the undead that's over here. I possibly just want to see if Ollie would know what we're dealing with. Because above game, I'm pretty sure I know.
Sure.
Okay, 1 second here. Not a persuasion check, not a performance, a perception.
I would like to persuade the maze.
I mean, that's
Hey,
actually a
look at
better
you.
roll. 20. And then, wait a second, I can just use my Vizier roll. Actually, I can use my Vizier roll twice because it is a check that is not, that's based on wisdom. So, yeah, it applies. So, just a second here. Let me cook.
I was gonna say, can you add the D4 to it as well?
I believe you can stack.
Yeah.
So 26 so far.
Can we get that 30?
No, that's
Come
my second
on.
roll. The silence is palpable.
I was saying, I'm pretty sure you can stack with bless.
That is stacked with bless. I just threw the Vizier roll.
Oh, that is.
Because the Vizier roll is already
okay.
a D4, so that way I can just use that.
Okay.
It saves me time.
Got it. Got it. Sorry.
Understood.
I'm so glad you asked.
Also, that,
So
that
you-
slow dice.
Pick. You peek around the corner, and you see a giant skull with green flickering flames dancing around it as it cackles.
And now I assume I must roll an Arcana to know what this is.
Yup.
Not friend-shaped.
I would say that's a 14, but just a second, I can do this again. So, Ah! So that is a 26, I want to say.
Hey. Above game, you know what that is?
You
know what that is?
I know it's not a Demi-Lich, because it's very
No.
similar to one.
It's not a demi-lich.
Damn.
That's a flaming skull.
Ah.
Oh man, I love Ghost Rider.
And I would
I
know that
mean-
those things are probably going to... They won't stop us. We will probably survive them, but they will fuck us up.
You
The
just made
name's
eye
on the
contact
tin.
with it.
Oh.
Oh.
Oh, no.
I would like everyone to roll initiative.
Oh boy! Red.
I have become error.
8.
Oh,
Oh, not one,
Oh.
so that's a 4.
17. Let's go.
Working on it. Slowly but surely. Working on it. There we go.
I'm actually glad because I had to take another bathroom break, so this is the perfect time right quick. I'll be a little bit right back.
Honestly, Sam, I'll be right back really quick, too.
This is fun. Is it just me?
No, I'm here.
Okay.
I'm back.
Welcome back.
Welcome back.
Okay. So, are they going first, or what's going on?
Ollie is actually first to go. I was
Ah.
waiting for you to return.
Okay, cool. I was like, they could roll a 20, possibly. Okay, let's see here.
Back. Sorry.
Welcome back.
Welcome back.
Well then, Ollie is immediately just going to say, we need to run, and he is going to, without using any of his abilities, because he's not sure how much he's going to need them, he's just going to send a spirit over there and be like, fuck him up! Oh, wrong thing. Do.
Hey, look, a distraction.
No, I basically just told another ghost, on site! 25.
On site. Yeah.
12,
On site,
and
yeah.
if they are resistant to necrotic, it ignores their resistance.
Good to know. All right.
And then Ollie will be like, okay, well, now we are all running. And he will run up to here and get next to this wall and be like, look at Victor. I'm not running ahead of you. You wanna?
Victor looks back.
Hey, Ollie.
Yeah.
As you look over there and you hide behind Victor, you begin to hear laughter coming from behind you.
Ollie is literally just going to turn around and he is doing the Ace Ventura hands at this flaming skull, like the arrows in his not arrows, spears in his legs. In my turn, that's all I can do.
Alrighty. Pile is up and flaming skulls are on deck.
Question, does the Flaming Skull notice Pile yet?
Well, it just saw Finn. Or not Finn,
good.
sorry. It just saw Ollie. Well, no, yeah, it just saw Ollie, and then it saw Finn. Because Ollie ran towards Finn.
Fair. I guess. Let's see.
You are out of line of sight. You are completely... you are in full cover from it.
Let's see. Can I do this? Will this
Just-
do any good?
Just to give rules in check, can you move through allies?
Yes.
Just perfect. Yeah, asking because of the narrow hallway.
Yeah.
You can
Then-
move through ally spaces, yes, I believe. But not enemy
okay.
spaces.
Okay, yeah. Just thinking about like only squeezing through both.
Oh,
Finn
it's a
and
tight
Victor.
fit. It's a tight fit.
Well, also, you gotta remember, this is Ravnica. If you can't, it's like New York. If you can't move through people, like, naturally, you're going to get stomped.
Fair enough.
Follow-up question. Can I see this boy over here?
The one that's the one that's on the upper right.
Yes, this
Both of
boy.
them are both of them are in full cover of you, so you can see the like dim light that it gives off, but you can't see it itself.
Okay. Then I will take my move action to about here.
And now you can see it.
Okay, cool. And in that case, I'm going to use my turn undead to make sure that it runs away from me.
Shoo.
Go away.
Roll 20. Why do you do this to me? Thank you. For some reason, it decided I wasn't allowed to have text rights.
Huh.
Okay. Oh, that's interesting. Oh, that's very interesting.
Oh, I don't like
Hang
how
on.
you say that.
Hang on a second.
Interesting things are scary.
Okay. You will see what happens on their turn.
Cool, that's all I got then. Because Pyle's not gonna... Pyle is a big girl. If she decides to charge forward, she's gonna literally run over Finn.
So,
So she's just gonna guard the back line.
what does it look like when you channel your divine and turn undead?
Just like with the other creatures when we were facing the monster, she has the little beaded bracelet. It'll probably fit like up to her knuckles as her holy symbol. And she'll hold it up with her mace. And it'll just be like a very brief flash of like how did I describe it last time? I can't remember.
Like a you
It
first?
just yeah, just a pop of brief light.
The lovely forge light, and as you do, it goes. And it fucking uses its action to heck and dash. And that's its turn.
I
Then
cast
Darkness-
Mom Aura at the fucking skeleton.
Fuck this shit, I'm out.
It is now Finn's turn.
Well, that's one out of the way. Finn will proceed forward past Victor. Looking and seeing our laughing friend over here. Let's see, that was 5, 10 feet. Ta-da. Let's see here. Bonus action, insightful fighting. It has to make a deception against my insight.
I have a question.
Yes?
How charismatic is a skeleton?
I mean, Vaughn's right here. We can ask him.
Not really. All of you just failed really badly on the check to become friends.
All right.
Yeah.
What's your?
Oh, dear. 17.
Oh my gosh.
Did it beat me?
Well, you're technically the aggressor. Aggressor wins. You win.
Oh. Well, hang on. Let me double check the wording.
Mm-hmm.
I want to be fair.
Mm-hmm.
It says, I make an insight check against a creature I
Yes,
can see that isn't incapacitated.
If you succeed.
Contested by the target's deception
Yes.
check. If I
If
succeed.
you succeed. Aggressor wins.
Okay. Whew. Fair enough. In which case he will use his main action. Put down the lantern so that he can have both hands. And shoot it with a short bow. Shasa! Oh no. Why?
+4.
That's a 9. Oh yeah. I don't know if it'll make a difference, but 10.
10.
Well,
I'm so sorry. As you launch an arrow, it unhinges its jaw and it bites down on the arrow. And unfortunately, you do not make a purchase.
It fucking Bruce Lee'd you.
In which case, Finn shall swap the short bow, grab the lantern, and keep booking. 5, 10, 15. I don't want to do too much, but brief passive. Or wait, no, that's still a wall. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25.
Dex save.
Oh dear. Oh no, that's a check. Ignore that. Although, watch my save be worse. It was! That's a natural 1.
I'm so sorry, my friend.
It's okay.
You take 10 points of piercing damage as it slashes at your ankle and you trip and fall prone.
Oh crap. You know what? That's fine. That was 25 feet of movement, so I don't have enough to stand back up. So that'll be turn.
Hold on, it was a saving throw though, right?
Yep.
Then you Bless, you should have a D4.
I'm gonna tell you this, even with a 4, that's not gonna be high enough.
Well then.
But
Fair enough.
Sorry.
Zako. Oh yeah, you used bonus action for insightful fighting. Never mind.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
I'm sorry.
No, you're fine.
Not exactly sorry, but I'm sorry.
I'm sorry you don't
can
have the
pretend to be
tools to
sorry.
stop me from hurting you. Oh, I love D&D.
All right. The one that bites the arrow spits it to the ground, looks at Pyle as Pyle does her flashbang. Spots Pyle again and proceeds to run even further and cowers in the corner up here.
Pyle spots it running by, and there's just this kind of low rumble in her chest that's very not Pyle-esque, but it's definitely a warning noise. A back off. Do not perceive.
Well, no,
And that's its turn.
I just actually want to point out something. This skull is the one thing in 2023 that does not like big woman.
Giant woman. Giant woman.
Victor, it's your turn.
Me. So I see that the other two disappeared. Just to keep things clear, Victor realizes the one that ran off is scared, right?
Oh yeah.
Oh, good. Then, let's see, up to here would be 15 feet behind. I see that thing is grabbed, right?
Dex save.
Oh, will do.
Oh, yeah, because these vines right here are troublemakers. Damn it, I forgot.
Does 17 do it?
17 does do it. You managed to just slice, for flavor's sake, slice through the vines that are trying to grip at your feet and at your arms. Yes, he's on the ground. He is prone.
Yeah, Victor is yanking Finn up.
Strength check.
Will do. Where are you, damn it? Ah, here it is. 18.
Yep. You pull
Yeah,
him up.
Yoink!
Yeah, and
Fucking rips him up by his collar.
mind if I use the mantis arm for that, so I don't have to take away my shield or axe?
Yep.
Victor
When
with his
when
lower
having
arm.
extra arms has an advantage.
Question: I am carrying Finn, or is just up?
I mean, that depends. Are you carrying him, or are you just gonna pick him up and place him down?
I think for now, letting him on his own feet would be better for us.
Then yeah, you're not carrying him. He's just up now.
Good. And I have still 15 feet of movement. I will move here to make sure that there is nothing else on the road. Do I see anything in the surrounding area?
Free perception check.
Will do. Oh, that's another one.
There's a lot of fog.
Then Victor will just look back at the road, and it's like, road is clear. We are almost there. And yeah, that would be my turn, since there are no targets.
Top of the order, Ollie, with Pile on deck.
Ollie's just going to look at Pile, follow the lantern light, and he is going to come down here, straight line. So do I need to make a dex save?
Yep.
I figured. I'm accidentally misclicking everything on my fucking screen right now.
That's a mood.
This is specifically why I do a window capture whenever I stream D&D, so that way if something pops up, they can't see it. 17.
17. You managed to like hopscotch jump over the vines.
Yep. Then Ollie is going to move the rest of the way, right next to Victor. He is going to be like... You know when you see the guy who's got the gun and he's just doing the... He is doing that with one hand outstretched and 3 ghosts at the ready.
Victor looks at Ollie and nods.
And that is it for Ollie's turn, because if there's no threat, he has nothing to do.
Pile.
Pile will... see, hold on. We have 60 feet of movement. It doesn't matter if... hold on. I need to measure because I am... Yeah, that works. Pile will move right down here, rejoining the party. And she will just state very calmly, we gotta go fast. And that's really about it, unless fucking Finn needs some help.
Nah, Finn's fine.
Alright, then
He just
that's
got
me.
He just got pulled up from the dirt and is dusting off his coat like, totally meant to do that. I am a graceful cat.
I thought he was human.
Just
Never mind.
run.
You can't see the flaming skulls right now. I understand they are on the screen, but they can't see you, and you can't see them, and that makes them very content. Finn, it's your turn.
Being that he is as graceful as ever, Finn will simply grab the lantern again and proceed forward. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. And you know what? We'll bonus action dash. 35, 40, 45, 50.
I love the zigzag.
Serpentine.
Just in case something tries to trip me up again. Finn will just shout out to everybody. Oh wait, which one was the shoot?
Dark blue.
Thank you. Finn will just stand next to the dark blue mushroom and just shout out, "Hands on the mushroom, ready to go!"
Actually, don't quote me on that, because I also just remembered, oh yes, they weren't exactly color-coded by guild.
Not the red one.
Oh, you're correct. Finn, remembering everything that he does. Oh yeah, wait. 60. Now I'm done.
The only one I knew was it's not purple, because that's the one we added.
No, that's the red one. Victor put on the red one.
Oh. I'm trying,
Yep.
man.
So, it is now next up in the order, Victor's turn.
Hmm. Victor will put away his shield, and my reaction is going to be yeah, no, it's going to be doing a quick throw if I see anything coming from the fog. Everyone move. I am closing the rear.
Are you holding your action?
I want to use like I don't know if I can do maneuvers as a held action, because quick throw is specifically a bonus action.
I'll be nice. Normally the answer would be no, but I'll be nice.
Okay, thank you very much.
Okay. Top of the order, Ollie.
Ollie will be like, don't have to tell me twice. And dash action. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. And he is ready to be teleported whenever it gets around to time. He's not sure who's going to be smacking all the buttons, but he's like, you know what, it might be good just to be on the safe side and be on the other side and secure it. That's it.
Okay. Pile.
Pile hearing Victor, she'll fucking rejoin everybody. Wait, I think that's some. Yeah, whatever. Close enough. Please. Yep, right up here on the fucking. There we go. Back at the platform. Make room for everybody. And that's it.
Finn.
Finn will just shout out to Victor. Mr. Victor, we're ready to go. And we'll just have his hand on the mushroom held action to push it as soon as Victor gets on the platform.
Okie dokie.
So my turn.
Not exactly.
Oh no.
Because it just entered your line of sight. Took a minute. As this one uses its move action to get closer. Come on. Come on. Cooperate. Roll 20. Come on. There we go. Finally in your line of sight. This one cackles. Seemingly unafraid. And, yeah, I think it's gonna do that. Actually, you know what? No, I don't know. I think given its nature, there is an appropriate way to do this. Hey, Ollie,
Yes?
I would love for you, for no reason at all, to roll me a d6.
Okie dokie.
For no reason at all. No reason at all.
That's a 5.
It unhinges its jaw. And a giant burst of flame erupts from its maw. I need... Oh, this is gonna be so interesting and so fun. I'm gonna need a dex save from
Come on.
Victor.
It is a save, so I have blessed. That is good. I need it.
Come on.
I am sorry.
You know what? Well, you know what? I've not used my inspiration. I am not gonna hoard it. May I use it?
You may use it.
Thank you. That's a 19.
Oh.
Much better.
You are such a smart human being.
And I have a... That's better. 23 total.
That you are a smart human being.
Victor making cartoon noises as he runs away.
So, I gotta put this on the map because I think people know what's happening. But in case they don't, I need to put this on the map. Where is it? Yeah, there we go. There we go. There we go. As a giant burst of flame. Come on. Come on. Let me make you large. Let me make you large. Let me make you large.
Having performance issues. Whoa, that's loud.
Oh!
Erupts.
Oh,
Holy.
I need to roll some dice. Give me just a moment.
Help!
You joshed it. You're fine.
Well, as I had to explain to a party member before, just because you save on a fireball does not mean you weren't in a fireball.
Huh?
I
Wise words. No truer words have been spoken in this moment.
I do have to ask, with everything going on, my held action
Uh-huh.
was to throw on sight.
Oh yeah, no, you like it goes off. It does in fact. You can throw it.
Okay, nice.
And I'll make this, and I can make this cinematic for you, if you'll allow me.
Absolutely. Yeah, because I was using what I said it was quick toss, so
Uh-huh.
that is hand axe.
Uh huh.
Wait, let me see. Yeah, it is within my range. Perfect. So come on. Plus we have the bless, so come on, die. Tell me now. 14 total. Does that hit?
As you throw this axe, this onslaught of fire just overwhelming it and everything around it as it bursts. But you do hear behind all of the explosion, and though you cannot see this happen, you do hear the sound of bone crunching as your axe makes purchase in its skull. Go ahead and roll damage.
Heck yeah. So it is the battle axe damage plus my superiority dice because I did use a maneuver. So here we go. That's 13 damage.
Yeah, 13 damage, solid damage. You don't see what happens, but what I can tell you, don't be too mad. Or you
I
can
will
be
try
mad.
to.
You can be mad, but just don't blame me. It's Ollie's fault.
No.
As you take 17 points of fire damage, that's already been halved.
Ow.
Jesus.
What? I'm fine. I'm fine. No.
It's why I gave you the potion!
Yeah, and I'm gonna do this really quickly. Or I'm gonna change the layer just temporarily, so that, or not. Thanks, Roll20. I can move it if you need to move. But that's gonna be its turn. And now it's Victor's turn.
So we're running, right?
Yes!
God, I hope so.
Okay, I am here. Perfect.
I can move it.
No, I can.
There, so you
don't
can
worry.
move. You can
Yeah.
move. So you can move. And then I'll put
Yeah.
it back. Don't worry.
Victor will want to be safe. It's not going to go full engage, but it's going because I have a bonus action now, another round. I want to do quick toss again.
Okay.
So another hand axe flying to this thing. 17.
That
And-
hits.
Yeah, I have the lesson. But yeah. So damage would be 8 again. Consistent. And I need to roll my superiority die. Where I have it? Here we go. 9 total.
You can see it now. See it now as you throw. You know the momentum of the axe throw parting some of the flames. You see it now. It's got one head. It's got one axe lodged in the center of its forehead, and the other one chips at it in the jaw, but it clangs down to the ground here.
How is this thing looking?
Like a skull on fire with an
Yeah,
axe in its head.
Fair enough.
It's still laughing,
Okay.
still cackling.
So if I stand here, can I get my hand axe back? The one
Yes.
on the floor? Perfect. Then Victor will move 5 object interaction to pick the axe back up. He's not using this. He's not using the shield. I put it away before, so he has the free hand to do that. Now up to here would be. Yup. That makes 30 and dash action.
You've already used an attack, right? Or was that a bonus action to
Bonus
attack?
action. Yeah.
Okay,
because it's a bonus-
okay,
Yeah. That
Okay,
was the.
just double checking. Just double checking.
No, you're perfectly fine. And I can move, all the way up here with 5 feet to spare.
Okay, held action.
Actually, here.
Hmm?
Since I have 5 feet.
And we'll push the mushroom.
I assume everyone heard the explosion, but Victor
Yeah.
will say when passing past Finn, there we have company.
There's like a line of smoke following Victor as he runs.
He's scorched again.
Listen, cool guys don't look at explosions.
It happened in front of him.
It happened in my face.
He's running from it. It still counts.
He fucking walks up next to Pyle, and Pyle looks at him. Y'all, you gotta stop playing with your food, Victor.
Held action.
Yep, Finn pushes the mushroom.
We'll say for the sake of things you run. 'Cause
Yeah.
That flaming skull doesn't know you're there.
And to be fair, I believe your turn is right after me. Was it
It's
before?
right before you. It's right
Oh,
before you. So,
right.
so everyone, I mean, with everyone else waiting, it's just like, it's, it's time to go. So,
Mushroom. Hop on.
mushroom.
Badger.
And you clicked the light blue one,
Yes.
which means after a few seconds passed and a burst of bright, sparkling blue light, you find yourself back on the streets of the 3rd precinct.
Hurrah!
I think I'll only just hit Ollie, just like, oh, okay, all right. Just immediately throws a hand on Victor, so you're getting my free level 1 cure wounds. Give me a second here. Where is it on my sheet? Ah, okay, yeah, 1d8. Oh, makes me have to choose. Whatever. There we go. So you immediately get 6 back of the 17 you took.
Mm-hmm. Thank you kindly.
Oh. Okay. We technically could have taken them, but I didn't want to risk it. Points at Victor, I think I was valid.
Hey,
I didn't plan on fighting from the start.
avoiding a fight is always better. Yes.
I'm just glad the holy symbol worked. Spoke 'em real good.
Victor nods. Good job there.
She gives him a thumbs up.
Okay, well...
Victor looks back.
Oh, no, go ahead.
Yeah, no. Victor just looks at his belt and grumbles to himself. It's like, well, that's another hand axe I have to cover.
Meanwhile, Ollie's just going to do a quick... Okay, excuse me 1 second. This should be really easy. He's just going to walk back out onto the streets, throw out his arms, and be like, ha! Because he figures if there's been an indentured spirit floating around here, they will see him and come to him. And if not, he's just going to walk inside Talia's bar.
Do you like stretch your arms out and like close your eyes, or like what do you?
Yeah, you literally pictured exactly what I was doing.
When you open your eyes, there is a approximately like I want to say 5'3" very ethereal presence in front of you.
Oh, someone I can look in the eyes. Good.
Mm,
Ah, yes. Do you have a message for me?
delivery for one Mr. Oleander Bedford.
Are they handing me a letter?
They sure are. Give me 2 seconds.
Oh, you're fine. You're fine.
I would love it in this moment if you would actually open up your inventory
I will-
question mark.
This over here. Do employment opportunity.
Your journal, your handouts, your inventory,
letter
whatever
from
you would like to.
Augusto. It took me a minute to find it.
You're good.
Okay, then let me properly expand this so I can read it. Okay, Mr. Bedford, your letter is quite troubling to say the least. It seems that you are incredibly convinced of these accusations, of which I have no doubt you have procured evidence to support. I regret to inform you that without such evidence present in the physical, I do not have the authority to request such an action from or on behalf of the pontiff. If such evidence can be provided, I believe persuasive arguments could be made. That said, I believe it would be in your interest to know that Miss Kiev did not return from her duties yesterday and has not been in the House of Trade since. While we have reason to believe she may still be on the premises, it cannot currently be confirmed. While human error may be at play, I'm sure she is likely taking care of confidential business. It's worth noting since you've presented such claims. If you should require anything else, you know how to reach me. With appreciation, Augusto. Remind me, because I know that his name is not...
Dubois.
Dubois, okay. I will read this. He will give a thankful bow to the spirit. Dismissing them for now.
And they just seem to kind of like wisp away.
Yeah. He will do that. He will then turn back towards the alley, take 2 steps so he's not on the street, and you are all going to hear for the first time, "Fuck!"
Oh, it can be fun.
Well, that was useless.
No dice.
Even if there was dice, she is no longer at the House of Trade, probably not in Precinct 1.
Brilliant.
I mean, to be fair, she saw a bunch of people who were probably being competent at their jobs and realized, oh no, that's the greatest weakness to our plan.
Well, that lead might be Bubkus. That's at least one of our objectives done. Which leaves, as Finn steps off the platform and starts doing the walk and talk. That just leaves asking more questions of our dear Dr. Lysander and trying to get our meeting with Dr. Splodin. Which, if I remember that article correctly, was at the laboratory of phasmodermatology. Shot in the dark.
Ollie, you do realize that is across the street and less than half a block.
Yeah.
I mean, Pyle will kind of gently gesture with a hand. Could maybe ask, Talia to go see if she knows she can, track down where she went.
To be fair, what time
could
is
ask-
it?
It's early.
It's early morning.
Well, I know because she closes the bar at 10 o'clock. So, I was just making sure that we aren't going to be met with a lock.
Roll me any of you who want to do this, because I don't believe any of you have any features that allow you to just naturally know this. Go ahead and roll me a survival check.
Oh,
Okay.
time of day?
Yep.
That's me.
Oh, that's
or at
you?
Least, I know the number of hours left before the next sunrise or sunset.
That's what I was looking for. I mean, you didn't spend long in the maze, fortunately. Relatively speaking, it is before 10 o'clock. That much I will tell you. So it's probably somewhere between like 8:30, 9:30 in the morning.
Ah, well,
Like it's early.
well then Ollie will be like, by all means. Mostly just because, Talia low-key scares him, but he's also like, I want to leverage Talia later, but asking her so much so quickly, nah, fam. That's not how we do.
As far as why I want to see the doc first instead of the other doc, Finn crosses his wires for a moment. The reason why I want to go to the university first is because that's a far more tangible, what's the word I'm looking for? I feel we'll get a lot more out of that versus just going to the Dr. Lysander with the sword. I like to get a win before we end the day.
Right. But I'm just gonna say this, but before you try your thing and before you do your thing, if we can get any kind of evidence, we can have some serious Orzhov backing, as long as it ties back to Svetlana. Okay?
Which is why I think going to the university would be better, since that's where her goons allegedly stole the anti-magic tech.
All right.
It seems that whole university is on fire at this rate.
I thought we stopped the fire.
No, that's a metaphorical fire.
Okay.
Do you know what metaphors are?
Yes.
I'm going to insight that.
Persuasion or deception, your choice for Victor.
Ah, fuck it, let's go with deception. Make it funny.
Are you kidding me?
I still failed.
Your nat one succeeds. It's higher.
Oh my god.
My boy. That's how you do.
I'm gonna screenshot this, Jesus Christ. So yeah, was Victor lying about knowing what metaphors are?
Maybe. He's not sure.
Finn will just give a nice "you tried" smile. We'll just say, the university has a lot of problems that are yet to be resolved. So I feel getting to the doctor and having more clearance on what's going on of that can be more beneficial than just going to the doctor and being told either, I don't want to talk to you, or some vague excuse for why the sword doesn't point to him.
Victor nods.
Something
Very well.
Something dawned on me as you were all talking that even I, as the DM, didn't realize. Ollie.
Mm-hmm.
Wisdom check with advantage.
Why, yes, thank you. Okay, do. 16, but let me just put some mustard on that here. That's a 23.
He said in his letter that you needed evidence of Svetlana. Consider something.
Mm-hmm.
Didn't Dr. Thesis say that she was the one who was doing, who was representing the relations between the Orzhov and their research funding?
It is going to dawn on him, and he is going to run back out onto the street and just be like, Spirit! He is going to hope that it did not travel too far.
After a few seconds, it reappears. Mr. Bedford.
One moment, please. And he is going to... I will type an official version for you later, but he is literally just going to say, you can subpoena the information from this Is It University, this professor, and on these dates. So, if you would like more information, you can talk to him. I'm busy doing your job better than you, and I am very tired. It's all in much politer language. So it's basically...
You can send me the typed version later.
Yeah. Again, he's basically saying, not even to him, it's like, tell that motherfucker Simwell to send all of his knights after her. For the love of all that is holy to us, which is the dollar. And then he's going to be like... And then he's going to, just hand it to them. Thank you. We might have made some progress, but... we're dealing with enough bureaucracy, I'm wondering how an Azorius is not here.
Someone had a question?
Yeah, just out of curiosity, when Ollie starts screaming in the street, like, how the people around react?
I would love a perception check.
Will do.
I want in on that.
Same.
15.
25.
8.
Also,
Even with an 8. Wait, bless? Yes? No?
I was
correct.
actually
know what?
rereading that.
Sure.
I was rereading Bless, and it says saving throws and attack rolls. It doesn't say anything about skill checks.
We've been using it wrong this whole session. That's
Yeah.
fine.
All right, that's guidance.
Listen,
Oops.
as long as we're all stupid together, it's fine.
Listen.
We're all
the
sharing
text
the
was
brain
not
cell today.
the text was not in front of me. I do not see.
No, you're fine. I did reread it because I don't remember it being that good. It's like, oh yeah.
I appreciate you, and we
There you
will
go.
do it. We will do it correctly moving forward. However, yeah, we will do it correctly moving forward. However, in this exact moment, it's fine. It's fine. Yeah. Why is there a 15-year-old standing in the middle of the street screaming at fucking 8 a.m? People are staring. People are shutting windows.
Ben is not going to do anything to make the situation better. He's just going to revel in this.
Pile
Victor-
will. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
No, you first.
Pile will just kind of shift the eye from one side to the other, and then she'll reach out real gently, put her hands on Ollie's shoulders, and gently kind of back him back into the alley.
Listen, you know how hard it is to get a message to Precinct 1 from Precinct 3? This early, I am literally calling in someone's debt for this. And he is still writing, and he's not sure if you can even see the spirit. I believe that they are supposed to be, visible, because they can be an active nuisance.
Pile just very gently. I understand that. Kind of. But, people are staring, sweets. Come on, young'un. And she'll just kind of gently, she'll just fucking grab him under the armpit, pick him up, and then put him into the alley so he can do this without drawing more attention.
Well, either way, Ollie finishes up, hands it to them. It's like, okay, can you put me down? It's very hard to write when people have two hands under your armpits.
Oh, she did put him down. She just picked him up like that and then put him down.
All right. Well, hopefully, whatever they're doing, if anyone finds them from the Orzhov, they will have a bounty on at least one head. And we take that seriously.
I mean, judging from the hollering, I can tell.
All right, well, if you would like, you can go talk to Miss Talia, and then afterward we can head towards, I think it's the Foundry, not the University. I think I might have just sewn up that line of questioning.
It was the Prism University.
I thought Splodin wasn't at the University. This is above.
Correct.
Oh, shit.
Correct.
Damn it! I thought the
So the Dr. Thesis is at Prism University. He's the
Mhm.
anti-magic seals. Dr. Splodin with the weirds is over at the laboratory of
dermatology,
yeah.
which I do not know where that is.
We can ask Talia.
Yeah, just tell that. The point is that basically everything from the university is basically done because I basically just told them, here's our witness. They have dates and times. Deal with that and cover some ground so we're not running across the city 3 different ways.
Yeah. All right, let's go bug me. Let's go bug Talia again.
Victor nods.
So we're all doing it? Okay.
A
I
pile,
don't know
but
I don't know where this office is, so
would Pyle know where this office is, Saris? I
No.
imagine she would. No? Okay, I was going to say, I
No.
imagine she would because they were friendly, like.
No, Talia's
No.
bar is right next to us. The office that we need to find, you don't know where it is.
Oh,
Right,
okay. I'm
right.
sorry. I thought we were talking about where Talia's office.
Oh no, you know exactly where that is. You don't know where the laboratory is.
Yeah. No. Sorry.
You're
But Fang. Sorry. Wrong character. Wrong character. Pyle will go to that door and knock politely.
it's before 10. We can go in.
Oh, yeah. Well,
you go to knock and like you hit it once and it just swings open.
oh,
It's before 10. We can go in.
correct. Rat.
They are in business, yes.
And she'll just go in.
You are inside the tavern, and it is a little busier this morning. You see some folks enjoying some breakfast, and you see Soup running around delivering said breakfast. But the tavern is exactly as you remember it. Not too much has changed. It's only been a couple hours.
Yeah.
Yep. We were here
Is-
yesterday.
Is Talia behind the bar?
No, but if you remember correctly from when you were here in the morning, she's likely, you would have reason to believe that she's likely in the kitchen area. But there's always someone you can ask if you need to know specifics.
True. How close is Soup?
Soup is as close as you need it to be if you just ask. Get its attention.
Pyle will gently call out for Soup.
Its head swivels on its axis, looks at you, does the little light flickers that indicate blinking. You see like the both metaphorical and probably physical gears turning before it straightens up its posture just a teensy bit and proceeds to wheel towards you all. Hello, good friends. How may I assist you this morning? It is getting close to closing time, but I am sure that we can still assist you.
Good morning, Soup, she says, reaching down and giving him a friendly pat. Do you know
I
where
don't
Miss
have
Talia...
I don't have a good clanking sound, otherwise I'd make a clanking sound. I don't have like a tin can.
clink clink. But is Miss can you go fetch Miss Talia for us? We have something I gotta talk to her about.
Absolutely. One moment, please.
Of course.
Proceeds to roll. With a decent amount of speed. Towards the kitchen. Few moments pass. Soup emerges from the door but holds the door open for Talia, who unironically seems to have her hands a bit full. She has like a giant, it almost looks like a cauldron and like a ladle in the other hand and is stirring with a great ferocity. Good friends. How can I assist you?
Morning, Miss Talia. She'll look at the party and then look back at her. Can we talk to you about something?
I mean, you are already using words.
I mean, in a more, she'll look around at the people in the inn. Private? It's possible
You'll
we could
see.
join.
You'll see Ollie giving you the neck. The neck. Nah.
Yeah, Finn will just walk up. It's not that big a deal. We just need to know where the laboratory of what the hell? Phasma dermatology is.
Oh, that is one of laboratories near Tavern. Here. Hold on. And proceeds to place the cauldron on Soup's head. For a moment, which Soup does not seem phased by this at all. She proceeds to quite literally and very agilely, which this now that you collectively are aware of her actual guild, this makes total sense. Hops over the bar instead of walking around, grabs a piece of parchment and a pen. You see her like rifling around, like, where did I put that? No, I need something else. No, where did I put it? And then eventually comes back over to the counter and proceeds to start rapidly scribbling what you quickly, after a few minutes, notice is a map. Like a very crudely drawn map. Clearly no cartographer. Okay. Here, right here. Point. This is Talia's Tavern. This is Leaky Vial.
Mm-hmm.
You go here, you go up this street, you go over this way, you find big building right here, big stone brick building with all these different force fields, it look like, in windows and around building. Yes, you find this one. You approach front gates, you ask for person you need, you may get clearance. It is, unfortunately, I cannot confirm whether or not this is good enough. However, this has worked for Talia. And she just hands you the crudely drawn napkin.
Finn will take it. Much obliged.
She'll look down at Ollie. Pyle will look down at Ollie. Did we want to ask about checking in on where Miss Lana ran off to?
We might as well. If anything, it's good information. So, member of a small Orzhov family that started to make it good in the last... How many years did you say it was? Like, I know you said it was recent years, but I'm gonna assume like 100 to 50.
Something like that.
In about the last 100 years, it started to make some headway. Do you know the Kievs?
I cannot say for sure if Kiev is exact family name. However, I do remember story information about family seemingly come up from nowhere, from nothing.
Well, here's something that you might want to get ahead on yourself, or let other people know. Wherever she is, Svetlana Kiev, the current heir, the Orzhov will probably pay you a small mint.
Ears perk up at that, head tilt, like side eye looking at you.
He is just going to look at her, and then he's going to point to everyone. We need her found. And then he's going to look at her and smile. But I'm not the one who has to pay.
She lowers her voice, and then looks to Finn, and then looks to you, and then looks to Finn. Finn, is this job for Talia, or is this job for V?
Finn will give the He'll hold up a peace sign, implying the letter V, and we'll just say, "We have reason to believe that she probably had a hand in the actual robbery and has not been seen by the Orzhov for a little bit. She needs to be found."
Good to know. Then it should be known that until more information is found, Soup will be in charge.
That is fine. I just want to make sure that our relationship, as we have only had it for about a day, is still profitable. And he is just going to give them again a smile of just like, yeah, no, I am making my way in the world, and I am... I remember the word. I'm networking.
Name's Svetlana Kiev, blonde, yellow eyes, purple lipstick, and has a round hat that looks like it's got church glass in it.
Also a corset with that. She's very much about... Honestly, she is almost as much about stained glass as our angels.
Good to know.
Well, thank you for your time, and I hope you have a productive day. And he is just going to bow and be like, I think we're good, Pyle.
Oh, all right. Yeah. And she'll look back at Talia. I'll be sure to come back and visit sometime, especially if you need some help after all this is done and said and done. You know, we'll pay
Please
some
do.
bit.
Yeah, no debt, no such thing. But please do. I appreciate your company.
Pyle will give her a big old smile.
Finn will get down on one knee so that he's as close to eye level as he can be with Soup, and will acknowledge, well, you heard the boss. You're in charge. And we'll salute him. Good luck, soldier.
Thank you. I appreciate your vote of confidence, friend.
And with that, Finn will just chuckle, get back up.
Wait.
He'll get
Proceeds
back
to-
down on one knee.
Proceeds to actually turn head over to Ollie. Rolls over to Ollie.
Why, yes.
Find a penny. Pick it up all day long. You have good luck. Holds out its hand, and it's holding a single copper piece.
Ollie's going to reach down here. You're learning the way of the world. Good job, friend.
Ain't
If-
that just
if-
precious?
If a construct could do an ooh-woo face, Soup has just done that.
Yeah, no, Ollie is on cloud 9 because he is used to being the bottom rung of the ladder, and suddenly he's starting to climb a ladder in the span of several hours. So no, finding out a construct can understand the tenets of his church, he's like, yes, keep that, grow, learn to greed.
He's also, or it's also, from what you can tell, trying to wish you good luck in a way that is meaningful for you, and it is offering you the lucky penny.
Oh, okay. Well, then he is going to reach in because he can afford it. Well then, for a gesture like this, and he is going to take the penny, and then before Soup can lower its hand, he's going to place a gold in it.
Oh. Oh. Those are actual sounds that Soup is making.
Yes, no. Ollie's encouraging you. He now has a hand on both shoulders. You're learning the way of the world, and I am so proud of you. Work very hard. And now Ollie is going to, he was just bent over. He doesn't have to get on a knee to look Soup in the eyes, but he is going to start heading towards the door.
Yep. Finn will be following suit.
Yeah. Finn will look at Talia and Soup. We are grateful for your help. It's been nice to see you again.
The pleasure is mine. Please. I look forward to every time that we meet. It is always exciting. Yes, friend. Please come often. I enjoy seeing friends.
Victor nods. I will try. Yes. And he would proceed with the rest as go out.
You. Pyle will give her one last goodbye and then follow everyone out.
And as you head out, that is a great place for us to pause and for us to
Ooh.
resume next session.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You say it right as I
Yeah.
finish adding to my inventory Soup's Lucky Penny.
Watch that somehow get the help us win the final boss or something.
I mean, you say that, Zako. You need to understand. Tart gave us the easiest thing for everyone to have the lucky feat. Just none of us ever interacted with that one thing. And so we didn't find out until after the final boss. So that's something that can happen. But yeah, no, this was a great time.
Yeah, fun times.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm just basking in the afterglow here.
We're back
I'm
on track.
actually sending you the description / what you can do with Soup's Lucky Penny. Hang on.
Ah, I see. All of a sudden, Ollie has 2 packed boons. He's now packed of the spirit and packed of the coin.
No. If only, but no.
I know, I'm just fucking around because Citric was in the call. At which point, thank you, Citric, because now I don't have to worry about rolling with advantage. As long as I waste a coin use, I will always roll better.
Heck yeah.
But yeah, I think it's time for us to start running some people down. So, we start with Manda. We'll finish with Manda. Manda, I know you got some things to share. Why don't you go ahead and do it?
Oh, sure. Hello, I am Mandaloo Panda. I played Pyle today. You can find me over at twitch.tv/Mandaloo, Mandaloo Panda at the Burning Hells and the Blue Sky site. God, I'm still literally on everyone's channel. For now, you can find me here every Friday. Tomorrow, you can find me over the Trash King Arisen's channel for Straight Outta Capella, run by the lovely Sour Snimes. Every other Wednesday, you can again find me there for Bearers of the Torch. Every other Sunday, you can find me over at Napier's channel for the Nightmares We Undo. But I believe those two are off this upcoming week for Thanksgiving. So we will be back eventually. Zacho, go.
Psycho.
Yes, you can find me at Twitch, Twitter, Blue Sky, everywhere as Zako Duo. I know I said I'd probably stream after this tonight, but something has come up that requires my attention, so we will stay tuned on that. Outside of that, we're still playing Spider-Man. We're going to try to do like a Dragon Gaiden, and then that's going to be it for me. Citric, did you go yet?
I haven't.
Okay, it's yours now.
Yeah, I am Citric. You can find me pretty much anywhere at Citric King and anywhere, mainly Blue Sky and Twitter. I post doodle there sometimes. Otherwise, I am here on Fridays whenever we have a game as Victor. And that would be me. So, passing it back to Ceres.
Hello. You can find me on the internet at TXDXL or TixDixel. I do the art. I have a Ko-Fi. I also am the Dungeon Master here on Friday. Sometimes. Yeah. Vaughn, go.
Why, yes, thank you. You've already found me here at twitch.tv/BurnoutVaughn. Tomorrow we have some more Saved by the Spell, where we're going to meet a blue dragon who rules an entire country. I'm sure that won't go bad for us at all. Aside from that, coming up you can expect at least 1 or 2 more sessions of myself and Zymocyte playing our own Saved by the Spell characters as we go through some horror games. This week it's still My Friendly Neighborhood, which, again, a game that if you haven't already enjoyed, you should go enjoy. Or if you just like to watch, like, interesting horror games, go right to the YouTube. Go ahead. Aside from that, then we will come back with more Districtly Professional, and then finally wrap up next week. Possibly, again, we gotta juggle holidays. Yeah, I can talk.
Juggle holiday. Okay, yeah, we'll go with that one.
Yeah, holidays, and possibly do some more No Love War Extra with AI, the Somnium Files, Nirvana Initiative. That being said, I see a simple person to raid on, and it'll make our lives easier because some of us need to get going. We're gonna raid one Mr. Distortion Devil. What should our raid message be?
Soup's in charge.
Yeah, Soup's in charge. That's perfect. All right, thank you all for coming out. We will see you again next week. We hope you have a happy Thanksgiving if you live in the U.S. And aside from that, we love you. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Take care.